Hello, everybody.
How are you doing today? Thank you guys for joining us for episode 16, season 1 finale of Retro Rewind. We've had a great season this season, and we've had so many lovely guests. We wanted to bring as many of them back as possible to catch up on what they've been doing and ask them some Christmas questions since we're in the season. How are you guys, man?
Oh, man, I'm just watching some football right now. Also, just played some games earlier. I'm all ready for the holiday season.
Absolutely. How about you, Jeff?
I'm just hanging out. Dad's here. We're getting ready. The Canadian Football League Championships happening today. So
go Tiger Cats.
We're watching the Cowboys win first, and then we're gonna watch that. Ray's cheering on the Ticats. That'll make my dad real happy. And I'm just rocking the old school, the one of the first portable games right here. Just rocking that out because that's how we roll here in the Shire.
Right on. Well, we have so many wonderful guests. Let's get right to it and start bringing them in. Timbits. Look at that. That is nice.
Wait a minute. Is that Tim Hortons Donuts?
These are Timbits.
Timbits.
I don't want Tim's bits. Okay, moving on.
You can bring Lloyd in.
You know, there's so many things I can say right now, but I'll save that for another day.
Yeah, bring Lloyd in first, and he can tell you all about the Timbits.
On the topic of Timbits, we're going to bring in our first guest. Rock, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, ho, ho, ho. It's a bit frosty. Sorry, just clean it off a bit. Hang on.
There you go.
Happy couple of weeks before Christmas, guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Are you excited?
Yeah, oh man, massive. I'm such a massive kid when it comes to Christmas. Oh, can't wait. How about you?
Oh yeah, I'm super, super excited.
I bet the dog's really getting excited as well.
Yeah, speaking of that, I was house sitting last week, and there's a couple of beautiful boxers that I was dog sitting for, but they're a little gassy, man. Little gassy.
Oh yeah. Ooh, see, they're not being fed the right stuff. That's why.
You're giving them porterhouse steaks, wasn't you?
You've been feeding them. You've been feeding them Tim's bits, haven't you?
Yeah. It's a big meal. All right, let's bring in our next guest, Clive. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm good.
Awesome, man. Are you excited for the Christmas season?
I know I'm meant to say yeah, aren't I?
You're supposed to.
Yeah, humbug.
No. I was meant to be getting the decorations out today. I can't be bothered. they're in the attic.
You just got to put them away again.
I know that is the thought now. Like I say to the kids, should we put up the decorations? They go, yeah, which means I'll put up the decorations. And then all I'm doing when I'm putting them up is going, oh, I've got to take them all down.
Yeah.
You know, so I've got to that sort of age. They will go up, and then I'll get in the mood. It's just sort of getting in the zone, isn't it? You know, I don't want to look Scrooge about it, but it's just getting in that zone. I've got to get in the zone. I must admit, I know it's Christmas because my front doorbell is constantly going with delivery men.
Yes,
like 3 or 4 delivery a day. I've got all these empty cardboard boxes out the back just piling up. So
I got the Google Nest, and so I change it to play Christmas music like it lets me do. So when the doorbell rings, it plays Christmas music for the delivery man.
That's good. Wow! I got the Google Nest. I put it up this week actually, the Nest doorbell one, and obviously you can tell it to recognize certain people. I get so many deliveries. I've put it to recognize. Oh, it's Junior from DPD. You know, the delivery person. So then it says, "Hey, Junior from DPD's at the door."
That is Clive. That is hilarious. That your doorbell has face recognition software in it.
Yeah, and it
recognizes.
And it's Google, and then it learns because it goes, "Do you know this person?" And then you sort of tell it, "Yeah." Trouble is, every time I leave the house, it goes, "Daddy's leaving the house."
No sneaking around now.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to bring in 2 of our first guests that we had, pretty much. They're amazing people. We've got Lukey Six and Ms. Tracy.
Woo-hoo.
How are you guys?
How's it going?
Today? Good.
Doing
good.
awesome. Awesome.
Are you
Loving
both ready for the Christmas holiday?
Let me both sigh.
Yeah,
Ready?
pretty
No.
prepared.
Excited? Yes.
Right on.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of you guys have children,
Mhm.
and the holiday season is certainly fantastic to watch their faces light up.
Oh yeah,
Um,
mine are teenagers, so they're a little harder to please now. But yeah.
Their toys get more expensive, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right, we're going to bring out another guest. We have so many today. This is Lloyd. How are you doing, Lloyd?
Hey.
Doing fantastic. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everybody out there. Hopefully everybody's having a good time.
Absolutely. Oh man.
Take off the hat or we're kicking you out.
Hey,
Oh, yeah. Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Oh, wrong side. Winnipeg Blue Bombers are
So
playing in the
Tiger
Grey
Cat-
Cup. So
Tiger Cats.
Oh, tiger. What's a tiger cat? Come on, that's redundant there, Ray. Come on.
Oh,
All right, we're going to bring in Dave. And he is amazing. Hello, Dave.
Good evening. How are we doing?
Really well, sir.
Dave.
Really well.
Hey.
Good. I feel like I've not seen you all for ages.
I know it. This is
It's been a
amazing.
minute. It's been a minute.
It's like a festive reunion.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yes.
Or happy
Merry
holidays.
Ho, ho, ho.
And all that
Oh,
lovely stuff.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to bring in another guest, and he was a former host. He has retired, but we all love him. Ryzak! No, that's not Ryzak.
He's
Imposter, sir.
he's let himself go.
Ryzak left.
It looked like him, though.
He did. Actually.
We all thought for a second, didn't
All right. Well, Ryzak isn't with us, but Chris Mango is.
we? Yay, Chris! Woo!
What's going on, Chris?
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, all that good stuff.
Happy holidays.
Absolutely. It's wonderful. We have a few Grinches with us, but that's okay. I'm one of them, usually. But all right. It's so fabulous to have all of you guys back together. I have a few Christmas questions or oriented questions. But just to start with, what has everybody been up to since the last time we saw you guys? We'll start with Rock there and just head all the way
Ooh.
around.
I don't know, when was the last time you saw me? That's a famous painting, isn't it? Well, yeah. So, you've now got kind of a mouth. Yeah, so Rock Review on Tuesdays, Cloudburst, the very final Cloudburst coming up this coming Saturday, our final episode. And here I am. And then this is like a still from White Christmas or something,
It's
isn't
a
it?
wonderful
Amazing.
life.
Bring in the letters.
I'm dreaming of a wife. Yeah, and planning a few things for next year, but not really sure just yet what. So yeah, I feel all lonely here on my own, chaps. Bring me back.
Sing us a song. Come on.
What would you like? I can. I can do. I can sing anything. What would you like?
All right, Lloyd, how about you?
Yeah, it's been a busy time since I last came on. I'm patiently waiting for my my Evercade Versus, which hasn't shipped yet, except for people that are in the UK. So some of you may be lucky enough. So retro related, that's what I'm waiting for, is the Evercade console. But yeah, still doing Stadia Cast. Started a new show called On Deck about the Steam Deck, and still doing Nintendo Pulse for going on 16 years or something ridiculous like that. So yeah, just been keeping on doing my content stuff.
Okay, just a follow-up question. When you were on, you mentioned that your son started doing some programming. How's that going?
Yeah, he's actually doing pretty good. He has his mini Commodore 64, so he breaks that out every once in a while and makes little games and things like that. And I download a bunch of the disc images for him, and he plays that stuff. So he's still loving it. He's more into mechanic stuff now. He's in auto shop in high school. So he's kind of put aside programming for a bit so that he could take apart engines, but I'm sure that'll be back in the near future.
Right on. That is fantastic. How about you, Ms. Tracy? What have you been up to?
Well, honestly, the big thing that I've been up to is the Fallout for Hope thing. We're raising funds for St. Jude again. We're giving out these Nuka-Cola clocks, which turned out really cool.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Rifleman made these. I say I helped. I basically okayed the design, and he did everything else. They're stainless steel, and they turned out so cool.
That's amazing.
But We did this last year. We raised $100,000 for St. Jude, and last
Wow.
I checked, we were almost to $100,000 again. So I'm
Woo!
psyched.
That's amazing.
But yeah, that's been my big
congrats.
thing. We've been planning this since last year, so that's been like my sole focus right now is Fallout for Hope for the next like week or so.
Wow. Well, that
Well,
crap's all over Rock Review.
Well, the charity work is fantastic.
Yes.
Even in our community, there's a heck of a lot of charity stuff going on. Just recently, John Scar got together with all of us and had us all do our own personal charity streams for our personal charities. It was fantastic. Love the love in the community. Lukey, you've been hiding, sir. You've said, but what have you been up to, man?
No, I've been sort of hiding. No, I've been concentrating on my channel. I think since we last spoke, when was it I was on the show? It seems so long ago, but then at the same time it doesn't. But my channel is evolved into it's dedicated to Dead by Daylight on Stadia because I love playing the game. So I thought, do you know what? I'll just play that. So it's live streams, clips, shorts, updates, and all that. It's just having fun. Do you know what I mean? So I've been concentrating on that and sort of delving into that. What else have I been doing? I don't know really. I have been working from home and I changed my job, which sort of threw my routine out a little bit. So I stopped live streaming for a little bit because I'm a bit out of the house a bit more now. So but yeah, apart from that, I've just been here and there and gaming and streaming. So
Good to see
nothing
you.
much changed really, but it's all good fun.
Right on, man. Well, it's a pleasure to have you with us today, and this is going to be a lot of fun. Clive, sir, what have you been up to, my friend?
Yeah, I'm still churning out every week the Stadium Monday Night Chat because every week there's so much to discuss. There's always news, which is amazing. So yeah, keep doing that. I'll be again this Monday, 10 p.m. UK time. I'll be on Stadium Monday Night Chat. And right now, if you haven't done it already, make sure that you all vote in the Stadia Community Games Awards for 2021. I shall be hosting a show on New Year's Eve, probably announcing the Stadia Community Game Awards. It's just about games, nothing else. So make sure you vote for that. And right now I'm beginning to kind of wonder, have I bitten off more than I can chew on that?
I'm done with my voting, folks.
I've voted.
I've done mine as well.
Good. My
Thank you.
vision
Yeah.
is big, and I'm having to sort of just bring it in. So
Thank you,
Hey,
Clive.
I know exactly how you feel. Just look at my guest list for this episode.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I bet.
Keep it simple. That's the tip.
Absolutely.
Classy
All right.
but simple.
All right, Dave, what is
Hello.
up, sir? How have you been? What have you been up to, man?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Apart from the back that I did in yesterday, but other than that, no, I stepped away from streaming and the whole sort of. I concentrated on. I've got things going on at work. Work is ridiculously busy at the moment. I've actually applied for a. It's not a promotion because a promotion they usually just give you them, but I've applied for a higher role. So I've got an interview a week on Monday for that. So I'm panicking about that because I've got to do a full-on presentation and impress the HR director and the commercial director. So that's been on my mind. Things going on at home, but I am coming back. I do miss the community. I do miss you guys and interacting with you all, but it's just been crazy at home at the minute and with work. So other than that, yeah, I've just been playing my games and getting on with life.
All right.
Yeah, life has a way of keeping us all busy.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, Chris, how are you today, sir? And give us an update. I know you were working on a wonderful game, and just give us some info.
So for those who don't know, for the past almost 2 years, I've been working on developing a retro-style satirical JRPG called Mango Mischief for the PC. And I'm happy to announce that I'm done with the development stage. I'm just playing it over and over and over again and having beta testers play it over and over again and stream it, which has been really fun and interesting to watch and get feedback for. And now I'm just tinkering, and that'll be for the next few months. Quality of life improvements, aesthetics, the appearances, making sure everything moves smoothly, making sure the game is balanced. So that's what I've been doing on the retro game front. Other than that, as a full-time teacher and tutor, I've just been, navigating the whole school situation with, real life COVID and all that. So just kind of juggling a bunch of things at once.
Right on. If I remember correctly, didn't you do something for charity a while back? Or am I confused?
You might be confused with someone else.
Okay. I've had a lot of guests.
That was Ryzak.
Just say yes.
That was Ryzak, SPG.
Yeah, no, it's my own little passion project.
Awesome.
All right.
Cool. Good luck with that.
All right, Chris, I'm going to drop you out for just a second, sir, and I'm going to bring Ryzak in, who I, mistook you for, and we'll get you right back in, sir. Ryzak, our old host and friend, how are you doing, sir? In your muted.
Here
Good.
it is.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. How are you?
All right.
We're doing good, man.
Good. Don't mind me. I'm being illegal and driving right now. So yeah, I got people in the back. We're good. Everything's good. Life is good.
Hey, are those flashing
Setting
lights
the
behind you?
example.
Yeah.
Not yet. I
So
did
you're driving from Atlanta to North Carolina right now?
Yeah, that's right. My daughter had soccer in Atlanta this weekend, so we had a
Okay.
late game today, and we are trying to hightail it back.
Did she
You
win?
had to cross. You had to
you win?
cross state lines for Christmas cookies. You know you did.
Yeah. No, they did not win, but she did score a goal today. So,
Hey! All
Oh,
right.
she's
All
feeling good.
right.
Yeah. So
Fantastic.
good,
Are you ready
that's
for the? Are you ready for the Christmas time here, Ryzak? You've got
yeah,
children.
man, we are. I am not a Christmas fan. I am totally a Grinch. But my wife had our tree up on election day. She tried to put it up before Halloween. I said no, and
No.
she has all of the presents wrapped under the tree. We have no more shopping to do, so we are ready.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Beard's looking good too.
Oh yeah, it's looking full.
Hey man, thanks. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying something new. I'm gonna dye it
All
white
right.
in a few weeks.
Costume shop want it back in a week.
That's the
All right,
wrong
I've got-
color.
I've got a few Christmas-oriented questions that I'm going to throw at the panel here. Starting with you, Ray. What is one of your favorite Christmas memories? It can be gaming related or not, or your Christmas as a kid, or your children's Christmases. I know that's a big.
When I think I said this on the show, but when I wanted the Nintendo Entertainment System, and I didn't see it under the tree, and everybody had already unwrapped their gifts, and I was sitting on the couch and I was really sad. And my mom said, "Hey, there's something behind this door. Can you go get it for me?" And I looked inside, and it was a Nintendo Entertainment System in a box. And that was actually, guys, like my first system, because I always had to go over a friend's house and play with their system. So this was like my first system, and that's what started my love for gaming, really, the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Now, Ray, did you watch 8-Bit Christmas?
Not yet.
Okay.
You told me to watch the Bebop Cowboys, so I've been watching that. Then they canceled it.
Don't get too attached, Ray.
Then they canceled it.
Yeah, Rock's got a point. I am horrible. I was like, hey, go check out that show. It is fantastic. Ray's like, I loved it, man. It's canceled, Ray. It's done. It got canceled.
Yeah, just hold on to those memories, buddy.
They checked the demographics, saw that Ray was watching it. Thought, stop it.
Oh man! All right, ask somebody else another question.
Yeah.
Get off me!
I would
Get off
ask-
me!
Hey, Jeff, old man, I have a question for you.
Oh man,
What is
it's
your?
relative.
There's actually some people older than me on the show for a change. So
But I lovingly call
at
you
least one.
Moses.
Yeah, Jeff was born old though.
Yeah.
Hold on! I think Jeff's got Tim's bits in his mouth.
Oh. Those are big bits.
Oh, God.
Oh dear,
I
oh
got more
dear.
than 8.
That's Timothy for you.
All right, Jeff, what's one of your favorite Christmas memories? It can be about gaming or your kids or your Christmases.
Forget my kids. When we used to open presents, and then we would go down to my grandmother's, and my aunts and uncles my aunt and uncle used to show up, sometimes with their kids, sometimes not, as the kids got older. But she used to always bring me Star Wars toys. And some of them, I think I've showed them on the show. I don't have them with me. Obviously, I'm on the road. I'm at Dad's place. But that's what they used to bring me. And I wish I had kept more of them. I wish I had kept them in the box. If I could only go back, Rock, to 8-year-old me and tell 8-year-old me to hang on to those and don't open up those bad boys and keep them in the box. And you know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
What kind of Christmas would that be? Merry Christmas. Here's a toy. Don't
open it.
Yeah, don't touch it. Yeah. Don't open it for 30 years.
You're going to thank me in 42 years. You're going to thank me.
Yeah, I'm ruining your Christmas today, but in 20 years you're gonna.
You'll thank me for it.
What's that he's showing? What's that he's showing?
Well, this is Dad's book of all our memories from back when we were kids.
Oh,
There's not many.
Old memories of my dad. Some old pictures of me in there when we were kids.
That's volume 1.
Hey, is there a chapter on the belt?
Volume 2.
It's in volume 11.
This is retro. This is back to the 40s. This is back even before you and Rock and Clive. This is going back to the 40s and 50s.
What do you mean?
Page for everybody but Jeff.
What do you mean, me in the 40s?
How old do you think Rock is?
I'm like Captain America. I go right back.
I said it was before Rock.
He's frozen in time. You can see.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, Rock. How about you, sir?
Oh mate, I tell you, I was so. This is the honest to goodness truth. I was so into Christmas when I was a kid that I used to put an advent calendar together in October. From October until Christmas.
Wow.
I would tick in every day. And then a couple of weeks before the big day, I would dress rehearse. So I'd sneak out of bed at 4 a.m, go in and honestly, and I'd go and put the fire on in the lounge, put the radio on and put a Terry Wogan, and then I'd sort of time myself. So I was training myself to wake early in the morning. Trouble is, when it came to Christmas Day, I wake my brother up at 2 a.m. and we'd sneak down and open all our presents, and then Mum and Dad would come down and you've opened them. So it was, I kind of ruined Christmas for most of the family, but I enjoyed it.
You opened everything.
Oh yeah. Well, when you used to go and peek, would you like me? Would you go around the house looking in the cupboards and under the beds and just tearing a bit off? Nobody's going to notice. Stretch Armstrong. Oh yes.
I was always like this. What happens if you bend G.I. Joe this way? Oh, he breaks.
Oh yeah. It's okay, Mum. 14-day money back guarantee. We can get it. We can take it back on Monday.
All right, Lloyd, how about you, sir?
Yeah, my best Christmas memory. I can't remember the year. It was either 82 or 83. Can't remember. I was a young kid. I had discovered arcades and popped some quarters in and had some fun. And it was Christmas. We opened presents on the 24th in my house. So I get a gift from my brother, and it's about this tall, and it's kind of square. I didn't know what it was. I ripped the paper off, and the first thing I see is Miss Pac-Man, and I'm like, Miss Pac-Man, I played that in the arcade. I really love that one. And he's like, oh, wow, I wrapped the wrong thing. He grabs this bundle of games out of my hand and puts it behind him. And I'm just like, okay, all right, whatever. And then 10 minutes later, I get another gift. It's an Atari 2600. So I'm like, oh my God, it's amazing. Freaking out.
Back.
Yeah. And then he's like, well, you opened this one early. He hands it over. And it was a package of Miss Pac-Man, Galaxian, Dig Dug, and one other game. I think it's Missile Command, but I can't remember. And it was all these arcade games that I loved. And from that point on, I don't think there's a day that I haven't thought of or played video games. So that's my best memory.
Wow.
Doesn't involve my kids. Sorry, kids. But for me, that's my best Christmas memory.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Lloyd. Ms. Tracy, what's one of your favorite Christmas memories or cherished ones?
Mine is also gaming related. Oh gosh, I hope I can tell this story without crying because I usually cry when I tell the story.
Well, you're going full screen for this now.
Oh, great. If I cry, everybody sees. Okay, so one year I've been sick for a long time. I have chronic issues, and things started to get really, really bad, and I had a lot of medical bills, and things just really weren't going well. And it was Christmas time, and all my friends had moved on to the new Xbox, and I oh, what's going on?
Sorry, I'm moving stuff around.
Okay.
It's my fault. I am so
You're
sorry.
ruining the story, William.
I did.
Stop it.
I
Go
hosted
ahead,
a
Miss Tracy.
Minecraft server for my friends, and I felt so bad because everybody wanted to play on the new system, and I didn't have one yet. And I'm like, guys, I just can't do it. So it was Minecraft, and we had little presents that we made for each other. And I open up mine, and it's a note, and it tells me to go to this certain spot. And I go and I dig in this spot because it's Minecraft. You got to dig. And there's a sign up there that says, we raised 300 and something pounds. Because it was my friend from the UK, to buy you and your family an Xbox for Christmas. And so we got the new Xbox One when it would come out, and we weren't on the 360 anymore. And my kids were super excited, and this whole thing was live on stream, and I was like crying, and it was just, it still just gets me because I've just got an amazing community. Oh.
There's a little story from Clive in Swindon. You see, the thing is, Tracy, that's how generous UK people are.
Yeah.
They play music for you.
Well, it was a group of them, to be clear. It was a group, but she organized it.
Oh, right. No, that was a lovely story. Clive, you ruined it. You did.
Jeff, wake up.
With your
Jeff.
Simon Bates.
Jeff, wake up.
That was amazing.
You see, that's
Our
a UK
tune.
reference.
That was
Yeah, in the 80s, there's a
Absolutely.
DJ called Simon Bates.
Simon
and he
Bates. I met
always
him.
Did, that was Mr. Bates.
No, that was his son.
What are we doing?
Anyway, he would read out a story, like a really sad story like that.
They
and
were
that
sad,
was
really sad.
And that was the music that they
they
would
would
play.
play.
Which was
in
the love theme from Romeo and
Yeah,
Juliet.
exactly. He used to play that music in the background, and it just kind of added to the kind of
Yeah, but
sad
it was a lovely story.
emotion of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SPG Lloyd's got a dip.
Amazing.
Oh yeah. Okay, Lloyd. Yeah, go ahead and let people know where they can find you, sir. And thank you so much for popping in, man.
Yeah, sorry, I wish it was longer. It's crazy time of year. I got to run.
That's what she said.
You guys can check me out on Twitter at Dasme, D-A-S-M-E. You can also check out all the stuff I do over at nerdnest.tv. Have a great holiday, everybody,
All right,
and
thanks,
hopefully
Lloyd.
we'll chat to all you with all you folks next year.
Good luck to your
Awesome.
Take care, Lloyd.
All right.
Have a great
Take
week.
care, Lloyd.
Later, everybody.
See you later.
Lloyd.
Oh, now we're balanced. My OCD can settle down. Oh, I'm so much
not for
happier
long,
now.
Not for long.
Oh, no.
Not for long.
Look, Ryzak's still happy. He's like,
Ryzak's doing a police squad.
Right back to sleep.
The movie,
We're gonna
like
continue
an
the-
80s movie.
Yeah.
We're gonna continue the way around. Lukey, do you have a Christmas, a cherished memory you'd like to share with us, sir?
Yeah, it's not gaming related. I'm going to try and make it as short as I can. Basically, when I went to school, all them years ago, I'm 35, there was we had like a bus journey to school. It was about a 40-minute bus journey, and obviously school would finish and we'd get the bus back. But what I used to do, I used to go into the town where my school was, and there was a music shop, like a guitar shop. We'd always go around looking in there, and I see this bass guitar, and I was just like, one day I want to get that guitar, you know. I used to go in there, just stare at it and just visualize getting it. And then I see my friend, he said, oh, can I have a go on one of the guitars? I thought, oh, yeah, I'll do that. So I said to the guy, can I have a go on that bass? Because I'm going to buy it one day. So I was messing around on the bass, didn't know what to play at the time because I was, the pressure of them sort of watching you. And then pretty much every day of the week, I'd go to town. I'd even take like music, like it was around the time when Hollywood by Marilyn Manson came out. So I'd have like sheets of paper and I'd be in my pocket. Can I try that bass again? And I'd be practicing like that. And I did it for ages. And that Christmas, obviously we had Christmas open presents, I didn't ask for it for Christmas. And then mum and dad said, oh, can you go upstairs in your bedroom? I had to go get something. I don't know what it was. And when I went upstairs, on my bed was a bass guitar case. And I was really pleased because it was just a case, an empty case. I was like, yes. So if I ever get the guitar, I've got a case. And I come down, they looked at me really confused, like, can you go back upstairs again? And when I went upstairs, I didn't realise it was actually against my wall and it was that bass guitar. I don't know how they knew. I must have spoke to one of my friends, but when you've been going in there for so long and then suddenly it was there, I was just like,
awesome.
yeah, that was it. So that was quite a cool, I don't know, it's quite a cool thing, really.
Awesome.
So yeah.
No.
The irony
And obviously I have
is you became a drummer.
many memories with my, was that?
I said the irony is you should have become a drummer.
Too noisy drums, too noisy.
Okay, Clive, do you have a cherished Christmas memory?
I do.
Yeah, when he had hair.
Yeah, that was
When he
it.
had
It was
hair.
great. Yeah. I donated it. Yeah, I have a very specific gaming one, and it wasn't that when I was that young, but it's when I used to sort of have a nomadic Christmas. So depending, I'd either go to one of my sister's houses at Christmas. It would used to alternate, or my parents over every other Christmas. But I used to love going to my sister's in Scotland because, like Rock was saying there, when he'd get up really early, open all his presents, and then his parents would come down and they go, "Oh, it's all done." Well, like my parents were like, they sort of measured it out to make sure that the presents lasted all day, and so you didn't have that disappointment. But when I went, and it was quite structured, and I hated that structure of Christmas. It was like, we do this one present before breakfast, then we do that, the Queen's speech at 3:00, and all that. Oh my God. And as you get older, so when I left home and everything, I kind of was all against that and everything. I just thought, no way. And then I went to my sister's house, and she was like, "Oh, I'm staying in bed. The kids can get up, open what they want," all that kind of stuff. And I thought, that's cool. So my nephew, he got up and he'd got N64 and GoldenEye with it. And I just played GoldenEye with him virtually all day Christmas. Nobody said anything. Nobody was like, "Oh, it's time for the Queen's speech," or "We've got to do such a levity. We've got guests coming at 2:00," or anything like that. It was like, no, do what you want. And I just thought, this is the most chill, relaxed, fun Christmas I've had in like years and years and years. And that was just playing with my nephew, playing GoldenEye for the whole of Christmas Day. And I just thought, yeah. And then when I went back to came back to London to my little kind of flat share and everything, I kind of started looking around for a secondhand Nintendo 64, and then I got that, and then introduced my flatmates to it and stuff like that. It was, yeah.
Well, once in a while, I have to butt into Jeff's conversations and ask him a Canadian-specific question, like Canadian Tire. What is the Queen's speech? Is that something she does every year?
Yeah,
it was a film.
Yeah, that was King's speech. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But her granddad. Yeah. So yeah, it's the Queen. She does a speech to the Commonwealth.
Yes.
Addressing the nation.
Minions.
Yeah, at 3:00 every Christmas Day. And some families, it's like, everybody gather around the telly. Not nowadays, I can't imagine, but there's a few people, And I used to think, oh. And
Thank God they're here, because I don't think I could have answered that question.
Yeah, it was just your nan and your maybe your dad, whatever. They'd all gather around, but like all the kids would go off and play with their toys or something. It was always boring.
Yeah,
no disrespect,
muted,
Mom.
Dave. Yep, you're muted, Dave.
I am sorry.
There you are. Your turn, Dave.
No, mine's very similar to Ray's. I remember having a Nintendo and a Sega Master System, but I always wanted when the 16-bit systems first started to be talked about and become part of the game. I wanted a Super Nintendo, but I remember having a Mega Drive originally, but I wanted a Super Nintendo because all my friends had one. And there was no hint that I was going to get one. So I'd sort of convinced myself this is never going to happen. I think it was like 1992. And on Christmas Day, it was there under the tree. So you open it up and like that was all the rest of my presents were shoved to one side.
Yeah. Upstairs
in my bedroom on an old wooden surrounding, similar to the TV you've got in the intro. That's what I had for years and years. Plugged it in, and I remember playing Street Fighter. I missed Christmas dinner. I missed the Queen's speech. I was just locked away in my room. But my parents didn't mind. They'd shout up to me, "Are you coming down for dinner?" He'd be like, "No, too busy." No. And I remember I got the Street Fighter 2 launch. It came with the system, and I remember completing it with each character, just playing it all day, and it was just amazing. And then I was part of a circle then of people that had Super Nintendos, so awesome.
Say if I didn't come when they called me for dinner, they'd have been like, "That was a good purchase." He's busy.
But yeah, awesome.
Job done.
Absolutely awesome.
Okay, Ryzak, if you're still with us, sir, I don't know if your cameras froze or you froze, but what was your favorite Christmas experience or memory? And you're muted. Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Sir.
Yep. Sadly.
Okay. Sorry, I'm driving up and down these hills, and I keep losing when I get to the bottom. Mine's very similar to Ray's.
Yeah. Hey, Ryzak, I'm just gonna cut you off because we're catching every fifth word. So at the top
when
of
I
it-
was a robot,
He was a robot.
When he
Back on the
discovered
production line.
one strike and you're out. Yeah.
Discovered I'm a real boy. I'm not a robot. That's the best
I
Christmas
have
you ever
no
had.
strings.
He's probably still talking.
Yeah, there you are, Mr. Urban World.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You got 21 days to comply.
Oh, is that 21 days to go?
I don't know if you
That
can
was
hear
great.
me or not.
Hey, there you are.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, all right. Yeah, 5G's back. Yeah, 86 Christmas. My parents never wrapped anything that came from Santa Claus, so all the presents were just out under the tree. And I remember they would always make us stand on the corner so they could take pictures of everything, and then we could go, and it was like a free for all. And the very first thing that I saw when I come around the corner was that Nintendo Entertainment System with that Duck Hunt gun.
Ooh.
And the best memory of all in plugging that in and playing it is, I'm sure everybody in this panel here did it. When you took the controller and you tried to make Mario jump, and you actually lifted the controller, and then the cord is like slapping all over the place. So yeah, that
I still do that today.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny, Ryzak? The only person I ever seen do that was my mom when she tried to play Mario.
Well, great minds think alike. Your mom's cool.
That could have went two ways. Thank you.
It could have. I tried to behave there. You know, I heard there was a lady in the chat, and I know that was Ray we were talking about. So.
Oh,
Shots fired.
Ryzak's in the Christmas
Shots
spirit.
I hope you get pulled over.
L-15 battleship.
On the phone now, Ray. I've just seen a guy driving whilst on his phone. I've got the reg number and everything.
Yeah. You may have seen him from Chips and other TV Escalades.
Eric Estrada, version 2.
Okay, real quick.
Except I'm less
before-
Spanish.
Some of you may have to go, and so before
Is that a hint?
But no. But before we lose anyone, though, what is your most favorite Christmas movie? I have 3 of them, but we're supposed to pick one. Starting with you, Ray. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh man, there's so many, but I have to. You'll shut your eye out. I have the Christmas Story.
Oh,
The Christmas Story. I love the Christmas Story. I can watch that over and over again.
that
'Cause
wonderful.
that actually, true story. I did get a BB rifle, but I didn't shoot my eye out. I shot myself in the mouth. But
Oh,
that's another story.
were you trying to end it, Ray?
How am I not
This
surprised?
show,
How
brother.
am
I
not
didn't expect it to go there.
I'll save that story for another day. Move on, please.
It wasn't a microphone.
That
All
sounds like
right.
something Jeff would have done, Ray, not you.
Oh dear.
All right, Jeff. How about you? You're muted.
Oh, I know. It's a tie-ish. The 1951 black and white version, not this crap Ted colorized, of A Christmas Carol with Alistair Sims.
Nice.
And it's a tie with, of course, the greatest Christmas movie of all time, which turned into a video game.
Don't say Die Hard. God damn
Die Hard?
Jeff.
What? The Village.
Die Hard, which I have for my PlayStation 1, which I will probably play over the holidays when I've got some time off work. So look out for those streams.
Good old John McClane at the Nakatomi Tower. That is a Christmas movie. I will accept
Yeah.
that, Jeff.
Yeah, of course.
I heard it was a Harry Potter movie because he spends all his time in a tower hiding from Alan Rickman.
Hey, that's sneaky.
That is good.
Okay, Lukey, how about you, sir?
It's easy for me. Gremlins is my favorite Christmas movie.
Oh.
Good shout.
Why would I watch Gremlins?
Absolutely. That's
I
certainly
watch
a
it every
Christmas
year.
movie.
Gizmo.
Yeah, and towards the tail end of the movie, one of the female protagonists has a horrible
Yeah,
Christmas
she tells why
story.
she doesn't like Christmas.
Just don't let the kids
I-
watch that. Yeah,
I was surprised that made it into the cut.
I know.
to be honest.
yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
It
how
wasn't
about
meant to be a
you,
lot darker, that movie. Yeah.
It was. How about you, Clive, for your favorite Christmas movie?
There's so many. I tell you what I do like, putting on sort of is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yes, that's one of my
Tim Burton with his black shirt. And...
Yeah, I just love this. I just love the songs. What's this? What's this?
Yes.
It's
No idea, mate. Keep going.
I love it. I love it, and my daughter loves it, and so it's sort of something I think we can bond together on and watch. So I mean, there are loads of others, but I just like it's something that I know that we'll all like.
Absolutely. All right, Rock. You, sir.
There is only one. The rest of them can go to the bin, and it's Susu's Pedals. It's a Wonderful Life. Best movie ever made.
And that's the one where they bring in all the big sacks of letters in the courtroom and.
I
That's
think
Miracle
that's
on-
I
Miracle
think
on
that's
34th
Miracle on.
Street.
That's a miracle.
That's
This is
a
the
good
guy
film,
that
though. That's a good
sees
movie.
the angel, right?
Yeah,
Clarence, and every time something happens, an angel gets his
bell
wings.
rings.
Bell
Bell
rings up,
Yes.
just like that. And Elf, of course, the funniest Christmas movie ever made.
Oh, that's good.
Just to interject, as a bit of a tedious link, the film that Rock has said was in Gremlins. They're actually watching it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was. It was.
Yeah.
You're right.
Good job.
Wasn't it also in the one with Bruce Willis as well?
Playing in the
Haven't they got?
background somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on a screen in the
I like this
background.
game. Oh,
It might be.
someone's got to pick a film.
Yeah, like the ghostly child in Three Men and a
Men and a
Little
Baby.
Baby.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
happened to turn out to be
That,
it was actually a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson that was on set.
Was it? But he
Yep.
wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't moving. How could he be dancing?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's what PAs are for, Rock.
Gotta be
That's what
like-
PAs are for. Guy
Gotta be
moving
like how you make a
guy with
hanky
stick
dance.
moving the. Which is your favorite Grinch movie?
Who, me?
Anybody? Anybody?
Oh,
Here's
I
my
don't like any
the
of
Jim
them.
Carrey. I like the Jim Carrey one.
I do too.
I like the classic animated one.
classic Dr. Seuss. Nothing beats the classic.
I've never seen the original.
And Jeff can do the actual Gremlin
Mine too.
smile too.
It's an American thing, Dave. It's all...
Okay. Oh, so man, that was a lot of good movies. Ryzak, how about you?
I don't remember what the name
Hangover.
was, but it was that animated one with Donald Duck that was Scrooge, and like
Oh,
he
yeah.
like had the ghost of Christmas past that came and got him.
Mickey's Magical Christmas.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
Where they're trying to get coal to stay warm while
great
they're looking
one.
at the desk
Home
and
Alone is
stuff.
also
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
The best Christmas Carol
Yes,
adaptation is got to be the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Apparently.
Anything
One
with
of-
Muppets in is
One of the, but it's
Father
one of
Christmas,
it's one of
Father
the best
Christmas.
adaptations of a Christmas Carol.
Yeah, I agree.
Dave, did we
I
get your
agree with
movie,
Clive.
sir?
No, mine was. I would agree with Jeff. With Die Hard, but also Christmas Vacation is
Yes.
every year for me.
Oh,
Can't
yeah.
beat
Yeah.
Christmas with the Griswolds.
Those are my three.
What about
Christmas
trains,
Vacation,
planes, and automobiles, Dave?
Gremlins.
That's not Christmas. That's
Can't
Thanksgiving.
we just have it because it's kind of
Thanksgiving.
wintry and snowy?
November?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Do.
Mine were both taken. Mine were Elf and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Elf.
Ah, nice.
Say, last night on Ray's stream, Kevin, he gave a quote from that movie about I got my hands between two pillows or whatever.
And then
When they're in bed.
That's not a pillow.
Yeah, those are pillows. Yeah. It's
Apparently, there's
amazing.
over a 3-hour cut that is
Yes.
needs
Jesus.
campaigning for. They need to release the full director's
A
cut
lot of
because
those
They cut a
Hughes-
lot of that out.
Yeah, a lot of those Hughes movies have almost an extra hour in them of cut
Yeah.
content, of storylines that were just, taken out of the film.
You can go and
It's
stay
awesome.
in the Home Alone house now.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that I saw that like last week or something.
Wow.
All right.
Okay,
Ryzak is dipping. Ryzak, take care. Have a safe trip.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for letting me come on. It's good to see you all. And if I don't talk to you, happy holidays and stay well.
Cheers, buddy.
Absolutely,
Good to
Ryzak.
see you, Razak.
All right.
Have a
All
great
take care.
holiday, man.
Yeah, it's happy
Bye.
Christmas.
You too.
All right.
I don't think he will have a happy Christmas. I just get a
Neither
feeling.
He was a Scrooge. What's that? You heard it. He was a Scrooge.
Yeah,
Scrooge.
Who doesn't wrap the presents for their kids?
Yeah.
Surprise! Well, not really.
I've got your presents. They're still in the shop, and here's some money.
Go ahead, Jeff.
He's really upset. He really wanted his daughter to win that game. I can tell. I think
Yeah.
When my kids were little, we had so many presents for them that we used to put the names of like dead relatives. Oh, look, this is from my grandmother. And this is from the neighbor.
We just
next
put
door.
from
So many
Santa.
presents that were for my kids. That
Guess what, Jeff? You're going to be next.
That's
graveyard.
child abuse. What are you doing?
Jeff, guess what, Jeff? You're next.
Your Jeff nanny got you this.
Dead relatives.
Say, don't forget about Nana. She still loves you. She got you this.
Well, she's
What
a
the
zombie
hell?
now. You know, that's what the kids are thinking. A bunch of zombies going down the shopping mall.
Meaning of Christmas.
Sure, shuffles around.
Just so you know, folks, that is not an American thing. I think that's a Canadian thing. All right, that's Canada.
A Jeff thing.
Canada.
Kids are petrified on Christmas Day when the knocking on the door starts. Your dead relatives, they come to see you.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hey,
dear.
Rock, people just noticed that's not a real hat.
Yeah.
You're gonna
They
kill
thought it was
Lukey.
real.
CGI is just effects.
that got me.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That got me. Yeah, I thought it was a real hat, Rock.
Did you?
Yeah.
Quite well, didn't it?
The hat's
Yeah.
real.
Interactive.
Now I'm a Hindu.
Yeah.
Love it. Super definitely Canadian.
Yeah, that's finished me off. That has
Man,
dead relatives.
I'd be scared getting a present from one of my dead relatives.
I know.
man.
Ebenezer's from 1253.
She hasn't been around for 10 years. How did she know I was a size, 32?
She knows.
Because she's in the book of memories.
Volume 7.
Oh, man, that's funny. All right, guys. All right, one more question for everybody, and then we're going to have to rotate around just a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What is one of your favorite Christmas Carol songs? Now, I mean,
Can
I
we
don't know
sing
if
it?
You can have a favorite. Yeah, if you can. You definitely can, Rock.
Yeah. Clive and I do a cracking duo. I don't know that you pronounce it that way, though.
Or duet.
That was the one I meant. Thanks, Dave.
That's how well we do it. It's
Oh, I'm looking
they
forward
call
to
it a duo because it's
I
like
was
duo.
I was using the French version there.
Well, I can't wait, Rock. I can't wait to see you and Clive do a duet on the TikTok together for the Christmas.
We could do that. What would you like us to do? We can donate it to you, devote it to you.
Rock, will you tell everybody about your Christmas reading you did? Because I found that to be extremely entertaining.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Yeah, it was the night before Christmas. I'll link it out again. It was I did it largely because my girls had done some really beautiful pictures, reindeer and Santa and stuff. So I thought I'll put them into a video and then read the story over the top, which is exactly what I did. Thank you for remembering that, my friend.
Yeah, it was fantastic, man. It definitely got me into the spirit.
Bless you.
Certainly did.
Do you know that this is being serious, but one of the loveliest, and it did bring a tear to my eye. Lee, Cloud Gaming Dad, who's in the chat, he actually sent me a photo of his two kids watching it on TV the night before, on Christmas Eve, and he said, "Oh, it's really chilling them out, and they're loving it." And it brought a tear to my eye. I thought, "Wow, I've actually impacted into some little people's lives." That's
Rock,
just beautiful.
let me stop you right there for just a second. This isn't a gush on Rock type thing, but I just want to tell you, you've touched a lot of people, sir, and a lot of people.
Yeah, but I did get found innocent in the end.
I was gonna say,
I
you never
when you say things
I was
like
let
that.
off for good behaviour.
you were never brought up on charges. But no, you
Hey, son, can I have some more?
Where's Tim's?
Oh, bless you, William.
According to my show notes, the gush on Rock Park came a little bit later. According to
you know we follow a plan around here.
Oh, that was brilliant. Thank you, my friend. Oh, look. Oh,
yes.
It's a mogwai.
Yes.
This is Ozzy Podborn, the Prince of Darkness.
Oh, beautiful.
Tell us about the pooch real quick.
Yeah. So Ozzy is kind of a jerk, and he's barking at nothing outside. So
My
I figured
dude
put
did
him on
that
his
as well.
lap. He's got his awesome Christmas sweater on. It's a little T-Rex.
Oh,
But yeah, he's a sweetheart. He's never not by my side. Yep.
That's awesome.
I had to do Silent Night on a trumpet solo. So the band was completely quiet, and I did Silent Night with my trumpet.
All by yourself.
All
There
by
wasn't other
myself.
trumpets?
With my dad and my mom sitting in the front row.
This has gone south, hasn't it?
I practiced and I practiced and I practiced, and it actually came. It was good. It was really good.
This is why I'm glad back in the 70s and early 80s we didn't have recording devices of all the crap that we all did when we were little. Like my kids, I've got all their
Excuse
crap.
me, I didn't do crap when I was little. The hell are you talking about?
Apparently, Jeff.
Crap, no, you did crap. I didn't do crap. I did a beautiful solo with my brass trumpet.
What Jeff's saying is if you
rubbed his
Twitter
brass.
deep enough, he will be canceled. I think that's what he's trying to say.
I have stuff when my kids were little. They were on TV shows with me and stuff. Not the big show, but other local stuff. And I play it now, and they're like 5 and 7, and they get like it's the cringiest stuff. My kids just absolutely hate it. Clive Rock, you're probably the same. You probably recorded stuff.
Yeah,
when
I
you're-
saw it and I hated it. Whatever it was, Canadian TV. I saw you lot on it. It was horrible.
Well, all I have to say is
I'm coming to the UK to do some home repairs. Clive, do you need something? You need to fix something in the back there, buddy? That shelf looks a little.
I did a Christmas commercial. One day I'll upload it, but I ain't doing it now.
Rock,
Yo.
I'm sending you a link to World's Worst Handyman in Canada, okay?
No, I've seen it. I've seen it. William. When he first popped up on YouTube, I thought I've seen him somewhere. So I did the research, and I've seen him there. Yeah,
Right
he
on.
was
Well,
famous
my
for a
favorite
week.
My favorite part is when it stops and it puts italics above him and it says Jeff Soft Hands Janak. Laughed so hard at that.
Soft
So
hands.
hard. Yeah,
That's what they used to
soft
call
hands
Eric
Janak.
Clapton, wasn't it?
Oh man.
Old
Yeah,
soft hands.
Never done. Never nothing but slow hand.
Wait a minute.
I've never.
Okay. We don't want to know what you're doing with your hands, all right?
You would know, Ray. You're on my OnlyFans.
It's because he always uses an electrical appliance.
It takes batteries.
Sorry, Miss Tracy.
Why is everybody apologizing? Oh my
No,
God.
I've no idea.
Calm me, lady. You guys are nuts.
How dare you?
Oh, sorry, David.
There, that's better.
Oh man.
So what happened to the Christmas carols anyway? I'm waiting for Ray to blow his trumpet.
Yeah. What was the carol? Was it Jingle Bells?
It was Silent Night.
Silent
Night.
Come on, Ray. I'll whistle it. Actually, I can do a trumpet.
There you go. It sounded just about like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
Mine would have to be that one song. I don't even know the damn name of it. That's horrible. The Up on the Rooftop, click, click, click.
Excuse me?
Yeah. There's so many ways to
classic.
sing that song. So many different lyrics you could add on that song.
Everybody's favorite, that one, Will.
Playlist, you know.
Or, okay.
Isn't that to do with knitting?
That's not even how it works. That's not a carol.
No, that was
Exactly.
mom and dad in their room upstairs.
Jingle bells. There we go.
Jingle bells.
Jesus.
That's That's a great carol. Come on now.
That's not even a carol, is it?
The Bruce Springsteen version of Santa Claus is
Oh,
coming
yeah.
to town. That's my
Awesome
all-time
song.
favorite.
That's a good
Awesome
one.
song.
It's a way better pick than mine.
These are Christmas songs. They're not Christmas carols.
Up on the rooftop, click, click, click.
Click, click, click.
You can finish the words, man.
You have to be with Stadia if he's on the rooftop going click because you can't drag your console or your gaming PC up there. So it has to be with Stadia up there.
We broke Ray.
Oh my god.
Oh, dear.
Oh man, this is too much fun.
Whew.
Well, alrighty, guys. I do believe we're gonna swap some people around. For those that would like to stay, we'd love for you to. Let's see what.
But we really don't have room for you, so.
No,
you know.
I've actually said
There's been
I've
people in
got
the
to shoot
chat
anyway.
that's been in there for about an hour, like, let me in.
Yeah.
What was that?
I'm going to make a
that?
move too.
I will make room for
Yeah.
them.
I've
It's Jeff's
put in the
dead
chat,
relatives
I've
trying to get in.
got to shoot, so I'll make way.
Right on, Dave. Thank you very much for joining us, man. It was
No
a
worries.
pleasure having
Been a
you
pleasure.
on season 1, and just thank you for your time, man. I appreciate
No
you.
worries. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas,
Yeah, I hope
everybody.
your back
All
gets
right.
better soon,
Thank
bro.
you, thank
Yeah.
you.
It's
Yeah.
all right now. I've got an MRI scan next week, but the painkillers they
Yeah.
put me on have made me all dopey.
Right before you go,
I don't need that.
spinal conditions can be the worst, man. I have my own, but I
Yeah.
will say this:
Amen.
between you saying you hurt your back and then Hell Monkey, he was going to join us for a few minutes today. He got hit by a bloody car.
Wow.
What?
You're joking.
Yeah.
Is he
thought,
okay?
holy- Yeah, he said he's.
No, the car's a write-off.
He
He's
could,
Scottish,
he could
so
become
he's
one of
probably-
Jeff's dead relatives.
Yeah, he'll be giving presents in no time.
Is he all right? That's
Yeah. Yeah, he is okay.
I hope so.
Wow, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
but
more
man.
dramatic than mine because mine was
Yeah.
bending down to pick a dustpan and brush up.
That's
I mean,
old
I
age,
just-
that is.
I just
That's
heard a
all it-
click and my back
Yeah.
just went, and it was like someone shoving knives into my spine. It was
Oh,
horrible.
that sounds like a herniated disc.
Yeah, sadly, sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, it's
Oh,
been a
crazy.
pleasure. It's been great
All
to
right,
see you.
thank you, Dave.
Cheers,
Happy
Dave.
holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Brilliant.
brother.
Merry
Thank
Christmas,
you, Dave.
everyone.
Have a
Yeah.
great
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas.
everybody.
Take
Take
care.
care.
Yeah.
Kick me
All
out.
right.
Kick me
Bye.
out. I don't know how to get out.
Are you
Bye.
ready to
Off the panel, click, click, click.
go? Down the chimney.
I'm going to
with
make
big
a move
bat.
too now. I'm going to leave you
Lukey, rock
wonderful
on,
people
brother.
to it.
Rock
Get some more
on.
people in. Have a
Alrighty,
wonderful
Lukey.
Christmas. Thanks for having
Absolutely.
me.
Thanks for
All right,
joining us.
thank you.
Bye,
Thank you,
Lukey.
guys.
Take care. See you all soon.
Thank you, Rock. Thank you, Lukey. Thank you, Dave.
Absolutely. All right, we're gonna get our next guest in, and let's see. We got none other than the king of content himself,
Oh,
Anthony.
Whoa, man. It's about what time? Why are you sitting in a row, man? You ain't
Uh-oh.
look,
Hey, if
it
you
ain't
have a
that type
Speedo
of party, bruh.
That's
you
his
guys-
cowboy duster.
Thank you. It's the weekend, and I'm just relaxing. You want me to take?
No.
All right, all right.
I guarantee you,
No.
there's a Christmas themed thong under there. Just
We
we're good.
already got some Tim bits on the panel, so no
All
thank
right, we're gonna. We already introduced this guest, but we're gonna Tim Bits. We're gonna bring him back. Chris Mango is back with us. How are you doing, Chris?
Hey, it's Ryzak. What are you
You're
talking about?
muted, sir. You're
Oh,
muted,
He's muted.
Chris.
How's that? Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Yes,
We hear you
yep.
loud and clear, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought that was Ryzak.
Yeah, no, we're actually the same person. I just pulled over. I was just driving.
Got you, got
Now
you.
I'm here in my room. So yeah.
All right, and we got another guest with us, the Stadia Revolution. How are you doing, man?
Yes, Red.
Yo, what's good, y'all? I have to get my lights together. What's going on here? Okay,
Hey,
what's
man.
happening, y'all?
Having a good time, man.
Oh, gotta give a big thank to the Rev for dropping into one of my tweet. Some guy was bashing the Stadia on the tweets, and Rev came in pulling the facts against a hater. Right, Rev coming into my defense there. I knew people would jump into my defense once they saw some tweets. So Rev, thanks for jumping in on the tweet storm there with a hater.
you know how I do, man. I just gotta hit them with the facts in there and just let the facts speak for themselves. I ain't got time to I got time messing around with other people's kids. But it's like it's it's been kind of a lot lately. So that's cool. It is what it is. I had to get my White Sox Christmas hat on. Hold on, to show y'all.
Yeah. Nice.
You got to turn it. You got to rotate it. No, we can't see it. You got to rotate it.
Where's your hat? You had a hat on, Jeff, and you took yours off. We don't want to see your mullet from the 80s.
Oh, there's this cowboy one. Oh, nice.
Oh,
that's a nice
White Sox. Nice.
Yeah,
that is nice. All right, we're gonna bring another person in. It is none other than Chariot Man Gaming.
Chariot, what's good, Joe?
He's got
Merry Christmas. How are you doing,
CMG up in here.
Oh,
I'm good. Sorry about that. I'm good.
Sorry for having you wait in the back, guys.
I ain't worried about that. Oh, I got to put these lights on here. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna bring in another good friend of mine. I just had to referee him earlier on some Spider-Man tip, but this is Josh Waring.
Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, happy holidays, everyone! And I'm just going to be festive over here with my Christmas hat, and I'm gonna be drinking some festive mead out of the Mjolnir cup. So
some water, right? Ice cold water, baby. Ice cold water.
Loving the mug.
All right, you guys saw what you guys had to have been checking out what we were just doing. I'm going to ask you guys some of the same questions because I think they're good, and I would love to hear them.
Let's go.
All right, starting with you, Chris Mango. What is your favorite Christmas memory? It can be gaming related or just a good Christmas you had.
Yeah. So our tradition growing up was every morning we would try to get up before my mom got up, and we get to open up our presents and whatnot. But every Christmas breakfast, my mom would always make us some nice blueberry pancakes and chocolate chip pancakes, just have the nice spread out there. But my favorite gaming related one would be 1996, Nintendo 64, just like the YouTube videos, just the kids going crazy. Oh my God, Nintendo 64, just like the fist pumping, and my two younger brothers, not old enough to know what was about to happen, but Super Mario 64, Cruis'n USA, and Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey. Just started with those three, and then hundreds of N64 games later, it was just the beginning to something amazing.
That's fantastic. All right, Cowboy. Or wait a minute, I got it all messed up now. As soon as I click something, all the boxes change. So we're gonna take a step back. CMG, what is one of your most cherished Christmas memories, man?
Oh man, it's waking up in the morning playing Super Mario Brothers 3 back in my father, he brought they had a TV. I woke up, I saw the Super Mario Brothers 3 game there. I played it. It's one of my favorite games of all time,
Right on. Now, did you get to open that
moment?
Oh
yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it was a cold day that day too. I remember that day. So up in New York. So.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Rev. What's one of your favorite cherished Christmas memories? If I can spit that out.
I got two. If you guys don't mind.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, the first one was personal personal to me, and the other one is something for other people, for happens for other people. But so the first one was I was about 6, and I used to watch the Dukes of Hazzard like every day. Every time I could find it on TV, I just loved it. Bo and Luke Duke were my dudes, man. And so I used to watch that show like crazy. And my mom, my family all knew that. So what they did was, I didn't notice it like at all, but I woke up that morning, that Christmas morning, and I had a whole Dukes of Hazzard set of everything they could possibly think of. Like I had to watch that. I got to watch that. It had a little Dukes of Hazzard General Lee on it, and you rev it up, and you just push the button, and it would shoot out. And then I had like a racist set, little die-cast cars and all that, a lunchbox. I mean, it was just crazy, right?
Oh wow.
Now I'm a lot older. I know what all that symbolism was and stuff like that. It's kind of like bittersweet, because the memory that I had as a kid was awesome, but knowing about the history of all that stuff is just kind of tainted it a little bit. And then the second one was like 94, and I was about 19, and my brothers didn't My brothers and my sister, they didn't really get anything. My sister was like a baby, really young, but my brothers were, you know, a little older, and they didn't get anything. They didn't get a lot of stuff for Christmas. It was just like a big thing. It's some things that was going on, you know, that was typical to, you know, life in the hood back in those days. So I just came over because I didn't have anything to do, and I was off at work that day anyway. So I brought my Super Nintendo over and plugged it up and everything, and just got plopped in front of the TV with my brothers and stuff, and we just played every game that we had was like NBA Live 95, I think we had at the time, NHL 94. I had a couple Final Fantasy games. I mean, I had a bunch of games that I had brought over. You know, I think I had Madden 94 too or something like that. And so we just played all those games, just enjoyed it, had a good time. Super Mario World, all of that stuff. And it was just great. They told me later on that was their best Christmas ever. Even though Christmas that they got presents and stuff, but they loved that one because of like they woke up and they were really down, and there was nothing under the tree for them, and they just didn't feel like, you know, they just felt like crap. So, you know, I came there and I made their day, and I didn't even realize that. You know, I was just saying, hey, I'm gonna hang on with my brothers, you know, and we're gonna play some games.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Jeff, real quick before you butt in, I just wanted to say Blake Stadia isn't going to be joining us today, but he sends his love to everybody, all the guests and the hosts. And he wanted to let everybody know that his baby was due 2 days ago. So any day now he's going to be a new daddy.
Oh, that's awesome.
What's up? Congrats to him.
Go ahead,
those
Jeff.
days.
I was just going to ask Josh if you ever played the Dukes of Hazzard game on the PlayStation 1. I have it. I played it. I streamed it. I don't know if you ever played it.
You had to go find it.
I did.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't even know it existed until now.
Right.
Okay, we're going to make our way all the way around. I want to introduce JD3 real quick. Thank you for joining us, sir. I appreciate you, man. How are you doing? You're muted.
I'm muted.
Ray talking for you. Can't have that.
I just muted myself again.
We still can't hear you, bro, but that's all good.
I made it.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. All right. Yeah. Glad to be in.
Mike is hot, yo.
No, coming in hot. Too hot. Hold on. Let me turn it down.
All right. Chris, I think you answered the question already, correct? Yep. Because I got the boxes mixed up. Cowboy, what is your most cherished Christmas memory? It can be with your kids, with you, or a retro memory, whatever you'd like to share, man. We're all ears.
All right, listen, man. First of all, I don't know what type of stuff we're running on this show, but I was next. You skipped me, put all these other people in front of me.
Look. Calm down.
This is my time, Ray. You had your chance to talk about balls and all that other stuff when I was in the background listening. But now, guys, I'm going to take you back to a cowboy Christmas. It was 1982, and I was a little tight. All right, I don't really know what year it was, but it was 1980 something, and I was a little tight. And I'm just saying that my mom, she outdid herself because
Ryzak said you're still a little guy. Go ahead.
And Ryzak's mom would know the difference of little and big. But anyway, so listen, guys. And we have a woman on the panel, so let's just calm down. But then again, I heard her say we don't have to do that for her. So Ryzak's mama, she knows. Anyway, guys, I was a little tight. And my mom, she surprised me and my brother with an epic gift. One was, if you guys remember this, was the Huffy Mudslingers. So they were bikes, but they had like the mud guards, so you could drive through mud and it would splash off. Guys, it was epic. But number two, and I told this story on this show before, so I won't get too into it. I love an underdog game, and that game was Guardian Legends. My mom got me that game for an NES, and I turned it on and said, "This stupid flight game, I don't care about this garbage." But if you played it long enough, you transform from a ship to a little dude. It was like an RPG plus a space shooter. It was epic. That's my story. Now get me off the screen.
Well, all right, Cowboy. That's an interesting story, man. If you check out the private chat, we're talking about you. Go ahead, Josh. What's one of your favorite Christmas memories?
Absolutely. And I just want to thank everyone for sharing their memories. These are very heartwarming. I think this kind of illustrates what the Christmas spirit and time period is all about. So I appreciate you guys sharing. And I would say it definitely has to be what I said before on episode 9 of Retro Rewind. And this has to be by far my most influential Christmas experience. I was 6 years old. At the time, I still believe in Santa Claus. I was doing the whole thing. I was writing letters to Santa Claus. I was leaving out freshly baked milk and cookies, right? And I got the Sega Genesis with this beauty right here, with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Let me make you full screen. I'm sorry, I am slacking on my.
Yeah,
absolutely. So
Yeah.
that was incredible. I was just completely thrilled. I was like, one of my favorite lines was like, oh my gosh, it's great to be a kid. Like, to me, that was what being a kid was all about. So in hindsight, as an adult, my parents nailed the gift, right? But it was also, pun absolutely intended, the genesis of my gaming journey. So that's my favorite Christmas movie.
Wow, that's full circle, man. That was really cool. Let me ask you one question to accentuate that a little bit. What do you think about the new Sonic movie coming out with the Sonic and Knuckles and just expanding that a little bit into the games we all recognize?
Absolutely. I was impressed with the previous version with Jim Carrey, right?
Yep.
And I'm curious to see where they go with it next. So I'm open to how they, let's say, create that Sonic verse, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they knocked it out of the park with Jim Carrey, man. At the very end of the first movie, he looks spot on, and he's going to be that character throughout the second. So I can't wait, man. So excited for that. JD, what is one of your cherished Christmas memories, man?
Man, one of my favorite Christmas memories is basically, so as a PK kid, preacher's kid, all I had to do was like bring home good grades and I could get like a lot of stuff, right? And so the 64 had just came out that year and I wanted it for my birthday, which is in November. But because of some stuff at school, I got into trouble and stuff. I wasn't able to get it for my birthday, so I was pretty mad because Zelda was also coming out, and so I just wanted one of those games, man. And I didn't think that they got it, but my parents actually got it because I would sneak and see where they would hide all the Christmas presents. So I saw the 64 down in the garage where they would hide a bunch of stuff. And so I just had to play like I didn't know that they had it, but I just was so anxious as a kid. You're just like, man, they got it for me. I want it. I want to play it now. I can't play it. And just that whole waiting. I think, it was about a month. I was waiting for a while and I just couldn't bear to wait. But once I finally got it that Christmas morning, open it up, I was like, all right, I already do. I got it. I'm going to go hook this up. and start gaming.
That's fantastic, man. I'm loving all of these intimate stories, man. This is fantastic. Oh, let me get back to
dope.
So Christmas movies. We already talked about that, but let's go around and get your guys's. Chariot Man, starting with you, man. What's your favorite Christmas movies?
Oh man, the Scrooge. I can go with the Scrooge.
Wait a minute, what's Scrooge?
Now, which
Hold
one?
on, what's Scrooge?
Which one?
Bill Murray.
Yeah, that's my
Me
favorite.
talking about.
Yo, I'm gonna get a little old school here, like, because I know my mother grew up on the Scrooge, the black and white one. I like the black and white. The black and white one was hilarious. That's way old school. I think the Scrooge, Home Alone 1 and 2, Lost in New York, all of that. You know, it's so many movies. I can't even. Nightmare Before Christmas was a good one. It's a lot of them. It's I can't even think of it. You know,
what's your favorite out of all of those that you named, though?
Dang. Yeah, there's one that I watch every single season, and that is Christmas Vacation, without a doubt. Every year, I at least watch that once. Do you have a movie like that?
Home Alone 2 will be the favorite one for me.
Gotcha. How about you, Rev?
Oh, I got a list of 5 movies on my favorite Christmas movies list, and it's all in alphabetical order. Die Hard, Die Hard, Die Hard, Die Hard, and last but not least, Die Hard. Yeah. So Die Hard is like my favorite Christmas movie because people argue about it that it's not a Christmas movie, and I have to tell them every single year, yes, it is, and it is, and it is, and if you got like the Harry Potter reference, if you got Bruce Willis running from Professor Snape, I mean, what could be better than that? And then you got Carl Winslow from Family Matters, helping them out. I mean, seriously, that movie is amazing. And they blow up Nakatomi Tower. I mean, how awesome is this movie?
Explosions?
And people say it's not a Christmas movie. You are wrong. It is. It so very is. But aside from that, though, one that I haven't heard mentioned, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's the one with Tom Hanks, and they had to train. What was that? And
Polar Express.
Polar Express. Yes. That is, if it's not Die Hard, that is like one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. And I haven't heard nobody mention it. It's awesome. That movie is awesome, y'all. If y'all haven't really watched it and just sat down, just the adventure aspects of it, going into Christmas Town, whatever, and then seeing the big guy come out, and everybody's just in awe. I mean, it is so awesome. The animation, the artwork in that, the art style, all of that. It's just an amazing movie. I love it.
It's a good book too.
Yeah, Tom Hanks played like 5 characters in that movie too.
Didn't he though?
Yeah, I think
it was all featuring Tom Hanks.
Oh man.
All right, Chris, how about you?
Well, I had one and I had a backup one, but Miss Tracy said them both already, which was perfect. Elf and Nightmare Before Christmas. There aren't too many things better than Bruce Willis, but I think really tall Will Ferrell as an elf takes the cake there. But I'll only say him one time. I won't say him 5 or 7 times. So I'm going to go with Elf.
Here's one somebody hasn't mentioned, and it's actually, I mean, it's kind of Christmas, and that is The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That's one of my favorites. It's
not really a Halloween movie, right?
Yeah, it's Halloween, but it's kind of like Christmas. He's bringing gifts. I don't know. Charlie Brown's confused, and I guess so am I.
Well, what about the tree? He had the tree.
Oh yeah, the Charlie Brown Christmas with the little limp.
Yeah,
like,
there was.
Whoa!
There was
The
a Charlie Brown one.
tree.
It a limp one.
Tree.
Lip tree.
And all the friends came together, and they somehow made it into a beautiful tree.
Yes.
Afterwards. But I like the little tree when you put the ball on top and it pulls over and whatnot. It hangs over. It's like it's gonna fall. Yeah, anything Peanuts is awesome to me. So
I agree, Rev.
So Ray, is yours Rudolph down there that you put in the chat?
Well, first of all, I'm shaming on you guys. You guys forgot some of the claymation, the animation, the cartoons, not just the live performance.
Like Frosty the Snowman.
Claymation.
Yeah.
Rudolph and the toys from Misfits
How
Island.
you know one of the new people wasn't going to say that?
You know,
Well, here's the thing. You know
around, man.
that ice pick guy from the Island of Misfit Toys.
he had
a Coke habit. He was always,
he kind of
heat
looks
miser.
like if you blew up Ryzak, that's who it, with the beard and all.
Mr. I'm Mr. Fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Cowboy.
Too much.
What's your favorite Christmas movies?
Awesome.
Do you have one that you watch?
Put me on deck. Man.
Don't.
Oh yeah, we'll make you full screen. Why
Yeah.
not?
All right, first of all, I don't even like Christmas, but I'm going to say this. There was an awesome movie that came out the heavens. You looked up and you seen it, and it was perfect for me, and that movie's called Bad Santa. Guys, Bad Santa, now that's a Christmas movie for me.
That's right. You was in that movie. You was the midget.
Anyway,
You was the midget in that movie. You was the midget with the cuss words.
I think Ray's mom was in the movie too.
Whatever.
Oh man.
He was the midget.
Anyway, so guys, Bad Santa is hilarious. That's one of my favorite comedies. I know it's super raunchy, but it's so funny. That's a movie that I used to watch over and over and over. It was pretty funny. Also, though, but I will say, Islands of Misfit Toys, dude, that's a movie that I watch often. That does have my heart. Earlier when Clive said Nightmare Before Christmas, that's definitely an honorable mention. And Gremlins, man, Gremlins.
Oh, Gremlins. Oh my goodness.
But number one is Bad Santa.
Hey, anybody got the Dark Horse movie, The Santa Claus, in their list anywhere?
Tim
The
Allen?
That's a
Mrs.
decent
Claus, the one
movie.
and the one with Jack Frost. Those were some really good movies. The dude says, "I just want a suggestion of cocoa." Or
I
something
got
like
one.
that. Hazelnut.
How many cried when Frosty the Snowman melted and Santa Claus had to use Christmas magic? My mom's like, Ray, why are you crying? Why are you crying? And I would like sit, and I remember, Frosty's dead, and then Santa Claus saved the day.
I mean, I cried about as much as when we found out Bambi's mom got killed.
Hey, no.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Rev,
Yeah,
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This was my mom when I was 4 years old. I had two brothers. So I had one brother that was 5, almost 6, another brother that was 8. We're riding in the back seat of a station wagon. My mom's driving. A little tiny fawn deer on the side of the road with the spots and everything. She goes, "Hey kids, look out the window to the right. It's Bambi." Right as it jumps and gets hit by the car, rolls up over it, and was dead. So we're all looking out the back window crying because she just killed Bambi.
Yes,
man.
traumatize it.
Man.
Dude, she had to call my dad and go, Mike, these kids are screaming, and
That's crazy.
I killed Bambi.
That's crazy.
A true story.
Oh
That
my
is crazy.
God.
Oh,
Oh my
man.
God.
All right.
That's a crazy
Wow.
story right there. That's
All right, Josh.
Wow.
Did we happen to make it to you yet on your favorite Christmas movies?
Not yet. So when
All
you
right.
originally asked, you had 3. So I had my options in 3. So first one is what I think you guys are referencing, which is The Year Without Santa Claus in 1974, and that had the Snow Miser and everybody. So that was that one. And then the next one was probably Jim Carrey's The Grinch, and I also watched the classic back to back. So those are just connected for me because I like comparing them. And then of course Die Hard 2. Being stuck at Dulles Airport, I always love that one, and I always watch all 3 of these on Christmas Eve as I'm wrapping gifts. And of course, I have to have a perpetual honorable mention for all the fantasy blockbuster films that come around this time. I love that. Things like Harry Potter, as you see, you got Slytherin in the background right there. And again, Home Alone and Jingle All the Way with Arnold and Sinbad. Those are classics.
Good.
so many movies, man.
Raven
It's so many. I forgot about
the
that.
best house ever,
sure.
son.
Yeah, that's a great movie, Jingle All the Way. It really is.
I
Raven-
saw that being
Ravenclaw's the
filmed
best house ever.
at Mall of America.
Oh,
They're really filming
Die
it.
Hard, I love that. That was a classic, man. All of it.
How about you, JD?
So Josh just took my surprise movie, which was Jingle All the Way. So
Great shout, though. That's a great movie.
yeah, it was a great movie, man. Just them fighting for the toys and just how like that Christmas spirit, how everybody's rushing to get this Turbo Man. He's just fighting for it. It's just so funny.
Not too long before that, or not too long after it, we actually had a Jingle All the Way in real life, which was Elmo, I think. And,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was huge. People
Elmo.
punching each other, trying to get it.
Absolutely.
Someone got shot over that. Yeah, Black
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's insane. It's like
Yeah.
Pokemon cards.
Merry
I
Christmas.
made sure I got
Yeah.
Elmo.
Let's not kill people.
I'm
There's a
just
couple people that got
Don't do
mugged
that.
when the Big Brother 5 came out, too.
Yeah.
You saying you had a Tickle Me Elmo? Ray?
yes, I had
That's
a
what he
Tickle Me
calls it.
Elmo.
Take me Elmo. You heard that?
Man, people were going
Yeah.
crazy over that thing.
I remember
Yeah.
that day. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
I couldn't
Yeah.
understand it.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was pandemic over that toy. It was just like, and so Jingle All the Way reminds me of that. If you know about Tickle Me Elmo, Turbo
guys
Man,
remember
the same way.
Cabbage Patch Kids. People
Yeah,
bought
Cabbage.
that
That's
in
another one. I
line.
remember those days. Then back in the 90s.
Cabbage
Oh
Patch.
I remember
man,
those.
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch
And-
Kids craze was just insane in the 80s. Like I don't
Cabbage
think
Patch.
people understand how insane it was.
Yeah, I remember that.
What
We
were
didn't
those
have the
little-
internet
Beanie
then, so
Babies?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Were they called
Oh,
Beanie
Beanie
Babies?
Babies.
The little.
Beanie Babies.
Yeah,
those things
yeah.
were-
The Beanie Babies craze was big, but not it was nowhere in the scale of the Cabbage Patch thing.
I
That-
agree. I agree
Yeah.
with Rev.
That was just
Yeah.
I don't know why that was, but God, it was mad.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other movies would be Scrooge with Bill Murray, the crazy taxi guy is just
Yeah.
off the chain. And Home Alone.
Classic.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we have another guest that's joining us. I'm going to go ahead and bring him out. I don't think he has very long to stay, but we would certainly like to catch up with him and see what he's been up to. Caleb J. Ross. How are you doing, my friend?
Long time no see.
Oh, you're muted.
Muted.
Hello, everyone.
Once again, thank you. Thank you.
No problem. I'm glad I found a good home.
Absolutely, man. So how have you been?
I've been good. I haven't done much on the old YouTubes lately, but I've been focusing on like game dev and stuff like that. So that's been kind of my creative hobby.
Right on. Can you tell us a little bit about that? You mentioned in the chat earlier that you were working on something.
Yeah. So I've been doing game dev for a little while, not professionally or anything, just hobbyist and stuff. And so yeah, on the weekends we go downtown. I drive downtown and meet up with some friends, and we just hang out and make games and stuff like that. And so that's what I've been doing. And super fun.
Right on. We're gonna jump you. We're gonna keep you on full screen for a second. What is one of your most cherished Christmas memories? I'd like to get these out of you real quick before you got to go.
Yeah, of course. No, I've been listening to a lot of the chat as I've been hearing. Man, there's some awesome ones in there. So I know it's not a competition, but it's a competition. So I'm gonna.
Right? Hey, it is what it is, man.
It's a competition.
Bring it,
man. Say it.
I think so. It was probably so. Growing up, we didn't have a ton of money, and usually there was like one present we would get each year that was like kind of the big present. And for me, there was one year I really, really wanted a Game Boy. This was the original Game Boy. I don't know when that came out, 89, maybe something like that. And I really, really wanted this Game Boy. It was kind of a stretch, but I was like, this is what I want. This is what I just begged my mom for it for months and months and months leading up to whenever I got it. I think it was like the year after it came out is when I actually got it. And so anyway, the point being, I was begging her for it. And come Christmas morning, I opened up all my presents and it wasn't there, it was weird that I don't remember thinking like, oh, I didn't get the Game Boy, but I was just in love with everything else I got. So it kind of just bypassed me. But then my mom was like, I think there might be something else, in the, in my room or something like that. One of those secret parent things. And they're like, oh, there might be something else if you look closely, like a Christmas Story type of thing. Like there's a gun-shaped box back there, And so I went in there and I found this. I went in where she told me to, and there was a box, and I unwrapped the box, and it was just a note that led me to another note that led me to another note that led me to another note. All around the house, I had to chase after this gift. Finally, I got this box, and it was about Game Boy shaped, right? And I was so excited. So I unwrap it, and it was the first layer of probably 20 layers of wrapping paper that my mom made me go through. So finally I got to it and I was like, this is the best thing ever. And so, yeah, that's my greatest gaming Christmas memory, I think.
Okay. I'm going to share mine real quick. I have two of them. And one of them is, my dad is a musician. So he plays, guitar, banjo. At one point my dad tried to start a blue grand bass with his kids. Band with his kids. So like I learned the mandolin, my brother Sean did the fiddle, my brother Chris played the guitar, and my dad did the banjo. Anyway, my mom bought him a guitar tuner for Christmas, and it was this big in the box. Okay, it was literally this big. She put it in a Christmas tree box. It was in box after box after box after box after box, and it was literally this big, like a harmonica size. So watching him unwrap box after that, I remember that very fondly. But my personal Christmas story involves the Power Glove. And let me tell you, if you were a kid in the 80s or later 80s, man, and the Power Glove commercial started to hit the TV, it gave you a brain tumor. That's all you could think about. That's all you wanted. And I begged my parents for this. And my mom was the type of Christmas shopper that said, if you snoop and I catch you snooping, it's going back. I got the receipt. So I'm an ass. So I went looking and snooping. And I saw the Power Glove, and it was like I pulled the blanket off of it, and there it was. I couldn't help myself. I popped the seal on the side. I wanted to touch it. She caught me. She knew somebody had been in there, and Christmas Day, we opened everything, and there was no Power Glove. I was so shocked. And
she wasn't joking.
I was so upset. I was so upset at myself. But at the end of the night, she's like, hey, I think there's something over by the TV. And it was the Power Glove. But man, boy.
Can I say something? Can I say something, real quick before everybody else? I put up a post on Twitter yesterday talking about the formation of id Software. I don't know if anybody caught it, But the thing was that I think there was a movie The Wizard or something like that with Fred Savage, and if you know, that was like he was really popular at that time. That movie debuted The Power Glove.
The Wizard.
And The Wizard. That's what made everybody want it. Because he was using it, and you could move it, and then you could have the controller thing on top of it. I had a Power Glove. I'm trying to tell y'all. So, the thing was, that movie also was the first in-game footage of Super Mario Brothers 3, which just set it off into a whole new stratosphere of game anticipation and hype, right? So these four guys decided that they wanted to port it to PC, and they did. It took them a while, but they got it done. They sent it to Nintendo. Nintendo said, "Thanks, but no thanks." So they wanted to get the license to distribute it and everything, and they said, "Nah." So but that didn't stop them. They just said, "Okay, that's cool. We won't do that. We can't do that, but we're gonna form our own company, and that company is id Software, which is still releasing games to this day." Based off of Super Mario Brothers 3. I mean, how awesome is that?
It's well, in the little clip that they showed, they actually gave away a secret. It showed him getting the whistle, or he flying up into the right side, and he could go into the blackness.
It was pretty dope.
With John Carmack, what John Carmack did for the PC Super Mario Brothers 3, like side scrollers on PCs was not a thing because it was difficult as hell to do. And John Carmack figured it out, man. He figured it out, and that's why he went in. Nintendo just didn't want anything to do with the PC market. I'm sure they were impressed by it. They were like, "That looks great."
Oh yeah, they thought it was awesome, but they said nope.
It was hard to do. And then they did Commander Keen, I think, was like their side scroller answer to that, and that got relatively big. Obviously not Nintendo big, but there just wasn't side scrollers on PCs because it's hard to do on an old PC.
But it just shows you the impact of gaming and how things just spring out from something that you don't even think about. That's it's just
look at
awesome.
this. Sony, the Sony PlayStation is here because Nintendo said no. We might have had a hybrid system of some kind if
Well, they were working together. Yeah, they were working together on a PlayStation, but the thing was that Sony just backed out and said, "Nah, we're going to do our own thing," and they did. And then when they left, they backed out the deal. They took all of Nintendo's third-party licenses, in the process, which hurt the 64, know.
And instead, Nintendo partnered with Panasonic and made those crappy Legend of Zelda games.
Hey, Reb, you remember the ET commercial?
Yeah.
For the Atari, the ET.
Oh, come on, man! My first console was a 2600, so I was on. On that.
That commercial looked just as good as the movie.
Dude,
it was big production. The game wasn't
the best part of the game was the commercial.
Exactly. I had a friend that had. He said, "Dude, I got the ET game." We went over there and we were like, "What is this?"
That's 2600 graphics for you. Just blocks and lines and stuff on the screen. That's it. The struggle was real.
He only had like 3 weeks to make it, right? Like he had like no time to make it.
Exactly.
So, considering he had no time, I'm like, good on him, I guess. But yeah, it's a bad game.
I have another question for you guys. What is the best game and the most questionable game you've ever gotten for Christmas? And we'll start with Ray and go all the way around.
Say that one more time.
What is the best game you received for Christmas, and what is the most questionable?
Wow.
Best and worst game, pretty much.
Probably Ninja Gaiden was my best game. I played the crap out of that game when I got it for Christmas. And worst game that I got? Oh my God. Worst game that I got for Christmas.
Did you get Friday the 13th?
No, I didn't get that for Christmas. No,
I like that game.
I didn't get that for Christmas. What was the horrible game that I got? I don't think I never got any horrible thing for Christmas, but I will say this. I really wanted a remote control car, and my dad's got me one, right? And I was so excited. And I said, "Dad, the car's not moving." "Yeah, it is here." And he pushed it, right? "You control the box. I will push the car." That was a horrible Christmas present I do remember getting. I said, "Dad, this is some ghetto Christmas." "Shut up. When you turning left, when you turning right." All right, there you go.
Multiplayer.
There you go.
All right, Miss Tracy, how about you? Can you remember a good game and a bad game you may have received for Christmas? Or
I don't know about like a bad game or even having it be just a great game, but just a cool thing about receiving a game for Christmas. One year my hubby got us 2 copies of Dragon Age, and everybody thought it was so weird that we got 2 copies of one game for Christmas, but that was so we could play together. And so like for me it was a great Christmas present. Everybody else just thought we were nuts. But I can't really think of a bad game. Not really.
I got some games I didn't like when I first got them because they were hard, or you had to read the manual, and who reads the manual, you know?
Exactly.
But I enjoyed a heck of a lot of games, and I enjoyed going back later and checking a bunch of them out. How about you, Cowboy? Best game you got for Christmas and the most questionable?
Actually, I'm gonna say I gotta go to my same story, man. It's pretty much was the same as that game. That when I got Guardian Legends, I never heard of it. I'm like, what is this trash? And then you start playing it. It's a spaceship game. Thank you. Oh, listen, thank you. So you start playing this spaceship game. I'm like, what is this garbage? I'm about to, man, listen, I was gonna grab my mom like I grabbed Ray's mom. So anyway, right, I'm really upset, right? So I'm like, what is this garbage? So you playing this, a flight game, and I like a little space adventure, but this is Christmas. You don't give me no flight game for Christmas. I want Mario or all that good stuff, right? So I'm playing it, and I'm like, this game is trash. So it was my worst game. But when you get to the next level and transform, I'm like, wait, I'm a little guy walking around with a gun, killing enemies. And then it became like the coolest game. So it was the worst and best game I've ever got for Christmas. It was both all in one.
Okay, I'm gonna amend mine. Sub-Zero, the damn Mortal Kombat game that had nothing to do with fighting.
Man.
That was such a disappointment.
Yeah, man.
It had so much potential.
It did.
That stunk pretty bad. I will say that.
Sub-Zero
All
is all right.
All right, Josh, how about you, sir?
Absolutely. So I'm going to divide mine into 2 categories. One is a role-playing game, and the next one is going to be a sports one, because I love sports games. So for the sports game first, going back to the PlayStation NBA Live 2000, and this was the first video game that the greatest player who ever played, Michael Jordan, appeared in the video games, because prior to that, he had in his contract that he could never be in a video game ever. So this was the first game that he was ever in a video game. That was incredible.
Wait. That's I gotta kind of correct that.
Yeah, because there was
it wasn't that he couldn't be in the video game because he was in like the Blazers. Yeah, but it was what happened was Michael Jordan bought all of his rights back from the NBA.
Oh, they didn't have his likeness rights anymore.
He bought his rights back for $15 million so he could control his likeness and his image. So that's why you never saw him advertise on a lot of different things in the 90s that was NBA related, because he had all his own rights and he controlled where he could.
Interesting question. Was this before or after Space Jam?
This was before Space Jam.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, but I mean, everything you said is correct. That's why I said it's inside the contract.
Yeah,
it wasn't his NBA contract. It was just he had bought his rights, so he couldn't.
But it's still that's a contract. Yes, but and then the role player game would be Power Rangers, because I love the Power Rangers. So when it came out with the movie on Sega Genesis, I love that. But then the one that disappointed me was the Our Real Monsters video game. I love this TV show, but the game was just like, eh. So I was like, whatever.
Oh, wow. All right, CMG, Chariot Man. Best game you received for Christmas, and most questionable or worst game, if you can remember.
There's so many games, I can't even remember. I think I'm gonna go with maybe Final Fight that I got for the Super Nintendo back then. I think I enjoyed that game. Oh, it was so long ago. And there's this one freaking game. I'm gonna tell you right now. I wish I could take the damn, and I'll throw that in the bird seat. I
was waiting for it. Woo!
Because it's this one game I can't. Yeah, I mean it's Cell Tights. I know if y'all heard that game, Cell Tights for Nintendo. That freaking puzzle, that hideous puzzle game, Cell Tights. I don't know. That's one game I couldn't get over on that one.
I stayed away from it.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's a puzzle game. It's just not good.
All right, Rev, you're up, sir.
Okay. Well, I just want to state for the record, I've never really seen a whole lot of video games in for Christmas and stuff like that, unless I bought it. But when I got my first console, which was an Atari 2600, it came with Pac-Man and Pitfall, I think it was, and then it came with Pac-Man. So Pac-Man on the 2600 at that time was the best game I got until they put like Miss Pac-Man or something like that on the 52. Then that kind of just crapped on it. But in the worst game, I don't have a worst game actually. Probably the Pac-Man from the 2600 because it was completely outdated by the time it came out. So, but I mean, we got something for the Wii maybe back in the day, but I don't know. Like any game that I got around Christmas time was a game that I bought for myself and I wanted it. So, I mean, that would be like NHL 95 and stuff like that, but I don't know. I couldn't give the worst though.
Right on. Cowboy, real quick. Do you have to run, buddy, or what?
No, he had a comment. He had something to say.
Go for it.
Put him on the big screen with his big head.
Yep.
I'll do that. We'll go through everybody first, and then so last time I was on here, I wanted to show you guys something. I wanted to do a show and tell, but it was really hard for me to get to. So if you want to go through the stories first, and I'd like to.
Chris, worst and best game you ever got for Christmas, man, if you can remember.
Cool. Yeah. So most of my favorite video games I got for Christmas or my birthday, Ocarina of Time, Banjo-Kazooie, all those good N64.
Nice.
Oh my God. I think my first game changer one was Super Mario 64, though. Just seeing it in 3D, just having the Lakitu or Lakitu come around with the camera and seeing like Mario jump out of the pipe and just having being able to run in 360 and just going into Bob-on Battlefield and just the music and the picture and all of the controls just no longer being in that side scroller mode was just mind blowing for I guess I was 8. So it was just super revolutionary for me, and that kind of set me on the path to the N64. I might as well pull a worst game from N64. I think I have to go with Superman 64, which was one of the silliest, blockiest.
Oh, that's hideous.
Games.
Hideous game.
Yeah, it was very cringeworthy. So yeah, played that for just probably an hour total, and then just kind of gave up on it. Just moved on.
God,
you do not play that game for more than 5 minutes without realizing that you do not feel super. You do not even feel like a man in that game.
And as a Superman fan, that game just really disappointed me.
Oh, man. You think flying and picking up cars would be amazing, but then they put that timer in there, and then you had to fly through those rings. Oh, it was so
It was
trash.
just dumb.
Yeah, it was very dumb. All right, JD, best and worst Christmas game that you received.
All right, so the best one, kind of like everybody else on this panel, is just I always review games or looked at Nintendo Power and stuff like that. So whatever game I got for Christmas, it wasn't a disaster. But I would say NFL 2K, Sega Dreamcast. When I got that for Christmas, man, 2K was just next level. Football simulator at that time. So that ESPN, NFL, 2K, man, one of the best things. Especially I was just getting into like football at that time, learning about it and stuff like that. So that was probably one of the greatest games. As far I don't have a worst game, but probably worst accessory would probably be the Power Glove. I think I got that around Christmas or whenever that came out. So that would probably be the worst one because that thing didn't work.
Yeah. Now, man, get this, So we got it for Christmas, and I was so happy to get it. I ripped open the box. I threw the manual off to a side. They had those little sensors. What are those? I threw that off to the side. I plugged it in. It never worked. Well, I wonder why. I didn't even use it right. Never.
Right. Couldn't even use it. You're trying to press the buttons. The Mario's not jumping. Nothing's working. He's just like, what did I just get?
It was supposed to be motion sensor.
You hand the Power Glove to an 8-year-old, and that 8-year-old is not going to be happy.
Right.
You're supposed to be able to move it with your hands and then close your fists and do some sort of action and whatnot.
Well,
we never got that to
advertised it
work.
with that ball game where they're grabbing the ball and throwing it at the screen. That looked amazing, but we never ended up with that.
Nah,
the game
nah,
may
it
have
was
came out. I'm not saying it didn't, but
Broken Dreams with the Power Glove. That was.
The Rob worked. Our robot operated buddy. The thing would come like this.
Robbie or whatever.
It was, Rob, R-O-B.
The robot.
Yeah, and they just kind of boop, that worked. My cousin had it, and it was awesome.
He
But
dropped
it only worked for one
gyros or
game.
whatever. Yeah, one
game.
SPG. My wife got me Mafia 3 on the Xbox One, and it was wrapped up. I took off the wrapping paper, took off the plastic, opened it up, and there was no damn CD in the game. And I was like, are you serious?
Yep.
No game, folks. No
That's
game.
disappointing right there, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sounds like Kevin. He ordered a quick draw McGraw or whatever it's called for the 3DO.
Yes.
I forget what it's called, but anyway, he got it and he opened it and there was no disc in it.
Yeah.
He had to email the guy and he's like, it's in the machine.
Back in the day,
In the
people would
3DO.
return the thing. They would like take a hairdryer and just bubble wrap the.
reseal it.
I heard people
Yeah.
do that. I don't know. I ain't never seen nobody do that.
Ray, the shrink
And
wrap
return it.
machine.
Yeah, and they would take the game back.
You got something to say, Ray?
Nah,
This is crazy.
You got something you want to tell us, Ray?
I plead the fifth.
The fifth.
Oh,
Let's
see what he
go
say.
by fifth.
I was trying to get Jeffrey the Snowman back in, but I don't think he's coming back. I think he fell off the planet. Caleb,
He's got
sir,
too many Timbits in his mouth.
before you have to
well.
run, sir, what is your most favorite game that you got for Christmas and one that just didn't live up to the hype for you?
Yeah, for sure. I will have to run after this. But first, I want to say, Ray, I'm sorry you didn't get to play Mafia 3. That game is fantastic.
I eventually I had to go to the store and buy it, but it just stuck that Christmas because I was like, woo! At the time, it was a hot game and I wanted to get it, and damn.
Yeah, I remember people were down on that game for some reason when it released, and I played it a couple years afterwards. And I was like, "This is really good." What were people playing that I wasn't? Anyway, I'll start with worst so that I can end on a positive note. So the worst game, probably it was an NES Tengen game called Skull and Crossbones, and it was just an awful pirate themed sort of platformer, and it was just every kind of awful platformer you could imagine from that era of gaming. It was all bound up into this single game. And this was during the time of my life when completing a game was like sort of that just didn't happen, right? Like when I was a kid, like beating a game was just a fairy tale. That's not really something that happened. You would just play a game, you play the first few levels over and over and over again, and that's how you had your fun.
Yeah.
This was a game that even knowing that I wasn't ever going to finish it or see the end, I was still so mad because the first level even was just atrocious. So yeah, that was the worst, I think, game that I ever received. But my mom was always pretty good usually about just kind of picking out random games, and I think the best one I ever received was I got a Super Nintendo and Donkey Kong Country on the same Christmas. And I remember it was amazing.
Oh my
I love
God.
that game. And I remember I stayed up on Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, stayed up all night playing that game or whatever. And I think that was like the first year that I was like, I didn't care that it was a new year. I was like, I'm just playing a game. I don't care that it's a new year. So it's just time. And so that I guess that was a slow downward spiral into my old man curmudgeon state that I am now. Is just like, I don't care about time. Time doesn't matter. And so yeah, that's my best one, Donkey Kong Country.
That's
Nice.
Good game.
I tell you, that title surprised the hell out of me because you thought you knew what the Super Nintendo was capable of, and then this game came out and just blew you away with the way it looked in the controls, and it was definitely fantastic.
Yeah. And the second one and the third one. It was just the whole
They're
thing.
all good. Yeah, so great, all of them. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they did
All right.
so good on those. Caleb, go ahead and tell people what you're going to be up to and where they can find you, sir, before you jump off.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Caleb J. Ross, all one word, the letter J. On YouTube, same thing. Caleb J. Ross is the URL. I haven't been on there in a while, but hopefully I'll go back. But right now I'm just kind of into game development and making little game experiences and stuff like that. So I'll probably be doing that for quite a bit more. So yeah. So if you're subscribed to me on YouTube, go ahead and stay subscribed, but don't be sad when there's no new content for a while.
Well, I appreciate you making the time to come and hang out with us and to share your stories with us, man. We love them. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Bye. Have fun, guys.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Bye.
All right, guys.
And, we just got a DM. We got a big guest coming. He's hopping on any minute.
Right on. Sounds good. So what is a horrible Christmas you had? We're not going to dwell on this too much, but everybody's got the uncle that drinks before it's dinner time. And, I'd have to say mine was I bought my mom a Christmas gift. And while I was wrapping it, I destroyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I broke it. I got her a knick-knack. Yeah, I got her a knick-knack, and I was just young and dumb, and I put too much pressure on the corner, and it snapped. So I continued wrapping it, of course, because I'm a genius, and I gave it to her anyway. She was happy with it, but it was not the greatest wrapping experience that I had. How about you, Ray?
I told you guys that my parents got me a BB, now, just so you know, it wasn't like the hard BB, it was like the pellet. And like an idiot, I was holding it, and I was like, I was sitting Indian style, and I was playing with it, and it went off, and the little pellet went ricocheted off the roof of my mouth, went down my throat, and I think later on I pooped it out. I don't know, but
maybe you're still carrying it.
Who knows? But I shot myself in the mouth with my own BB pellet rifle.
Good
But
job,
I didn't
Ray.
shoot my eye out.
Hey, Rev, I know you got to go, sir. I'm going to let
Yeah.
you go ahead and tell people where they can find you and stuff, man. And thank you so much for your time today, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, y'all can find me here on YouTube at the Stadia Revolution. I'm gonna be doing a little bit more content. It's been taking a little bit of a hiatus from it because of personal issues, things going on, and I'm trying to get some of those things figured out. But I will be back. So definitely subscribe to me, and be looking out for that content. And January 1st will be 2 years I've been doing it, so that's awesome.
Oh wow, congrats, man.
Yeah. So
stick with it.
Thank you. So also you can find me on Twitter at sfounder2019. I'm usually getting into it with somebody or getting blocked by somebody or something like that. So or muted or whatever. I'm muted by some of the best people in the world. So I feel proud of that. It's awesome. Yeah. And big companies and stuff too. So I put in the work on that. So y'all better appreciate it. But you know what? You can find me here. And also to answer that question that was just asked previously about the worst present, man, look, I got I had got my my then wife at the time something I thought that she really liked, and she did, because I'm actually a pretty good gift giver. But I got some slippers and some Hanes pajamas that I don't even like pajamas at all. So it was just like some gray striped. You just find at Walmart and just pick up and just wrap it and say, okay, well this is. And I'm like, dude, I put thought into what I, so I was just like, whatever. Okay. So, but my son had a good time, so that was all good.
Awesome.
SPG, I had one more to add real quick.
Go for it, Ray.
So my family, they used to divide up the gifts around the tree. So my sisters, my brothers, and my gifts, they was in sections. So the damn family dog lifted his leg and bent over on all my damn gifts. And I'm like, I'm not unwrapping this.
You had soggy presents, Ray?
I'm like, the dog pooed and peed on my gifts. Just wrap it up here, and I'm like, no, and it's like, no, it's all wrapped.
You're gonna brush that turd off and finish unwrapping your gifts, young man.
I said, the dog
God.
pooed on my gifts.
Ray, you got like the most amazing stories, dude.
I can't, and I'm like, why didn't he go on yours and yours, So yeah, that was a horrible Christmas. I had piss and poo on my gift, and my sisters and my brothers was laughing, So My gift smelled like it. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, that is definitely a bad Christmas story.
Your presents were literally dog shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Merry Christmas, Ray.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. I gotta go. Y'all are awesome, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for everybody that's was before, and is coming after. You guys have a great day. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy the football. Whatever it is you guys are gonna do. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. And the kids. Have a good day, y'all.
Happy holidays.
Peace out. Happy gaming.
Thank you.
All right, now Chris Mango, Josh, and JD all have to go. So starting with you, Chris, tell people where they can find you and what you're going to be up to.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at Mango Mischief. The Instagram is Mango Mischief Video Game. That's the retro 16-bit parody game I've been working on for a while, JRPG parody style. It's already up on, you can wishlist it on Steam. It'll be released June 20th, which is as soon as the school year ends and I have a little summer break for my students, I can just work on the release and making sure everything runs smoothly from there. Other than that, I haven't had any of my dogs or cats ever pee on my gifts. I guess the only experience I've ever had that was kind of negative is one night it snowed on Christmas, which was nice because we were dreaming of a white Christmas, but then the electricity went out for like 2 days and we just couldn't play any games. So, but that's not nearly as bad as some of the other stories. So, medium note.
Yeah,
but,
Ray's got the best stories, man. He got dogs. He got shit for Christmas. That's amazing.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
Yeah, thank you, Chris, for making the time to be with us, man. It's always a pleasure. Thank you very much for the time, man.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
See ya. Josh, sir, thank you for making the time to be with us today, man. I always enjoy our conversations, and I appreciate you, man. Where can people find you?
Absolutely. And guys, thank you once again, and congratulations on having your first year. That's incredible. So I have to give it up to you guys.
Well, we got to give it up to the amazing guests. We had
I love it. I can't wait to see what you guys do for season 2. It's going to be amazing. And of course, I'm available if you guys need me. Just, put up the Batman signal and I'll always answer.
I was going to say, I have enjoyed meeting every person that I've had on the show. You guys are all fantastic. And yes, everybody is definitely getting a reinvite to season 2. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And to answer your question, you can find me on the Josh Waring channel or the Poetic Charm channel, the Mental Theater channel. We're going to have a end of the year episode, so that'll be fun as well. We're going to have it in person in Avengers Tower, so that's going to be great. And then have like a great movie night afterwards. And you can also see me making appearances on here and also the Big Mike and Little Ant show as well. We actually had a great show today that was refereed by Stadia Pro Gaming. We're talking about who had the better Spider-Man, Toby, OG Maguire, or new kid on the block, Tom Holland.
Yeah, that was a fantastic discussion, man. Fantastic. All right, JD, where can people find you, sir? What are you going to be up to?
All right. First of all, again, thank you for inviting me and having this just a great channel, just a great bunch of guests being here, and congratulations on your 1 year. Excited for season 2. Can't wait to see what's next and the new things that are going on. You can find me JD3MXP. I'm on everywhere. That's all my gamer tags: Xbox, PlayStation, Stadia, whatever, Nintendo, whatever, Steam, whatever. Like, I'm on there. Just hit me up. You can find me on Cloud Station TV with Ray, acting a fool. Stadia Vet and Dr. Spaceman. You can also just find me. I'll just be streaming here and there. Got some stuff going on, personal stuff taken care of, but I'll be streaming. And just to answer your question real quick, a worst Christmas, I'll probably say one of the worst, people that don't know. Yeah, I'm in the military. I'm in the Navy, so I was over.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. And so I was actually overseas in Japan, and I couldn't go home. I think it was, I just got married or whatever, so I couldn't go home. And I'm on watch. I'm on duty, and it is snowing. It's just cold. I'm just like, man, I'd rather be, back in the States playing some games or with my wife or something.
Hey, tell you what, I just got done house sitting for some fine folks for about 5 or 6 days, and I was getting homesick, bro. So I couldn't imagine being overseas on Christmas, man. So
Yeah.
That is a rough story, but I'm glad it worked out though in the long run.
Yeah. it definitely did, but for those that don't know, yeah, just being on, you might be working during Christmas, so it's just something similar. It's just like, man, I got this 12-hour watch like on Christmas. It sucks, but it's all good. But yeah, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you have a great one. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.
Absolutely.
later
Happy
on.
holidays, everyone.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
Later, Josh. Bye, JD.
Bye, Josh.
Awesome guests, man. We've had awesome guests this season, man. Very, very, very happy. Had a lot of fun. What's up, Ray?
I think it was Cowboy that went,
No, that was CMG. Look at that.
No, it wasn't me.
That was you, Cowboy.
What's going
Definitely
on?
don't mention me.
Oh,
Are you there?
I think it was
you're live, Jeff.
Jeff ain't been
Can't
live
hear.
since the beginning of the show, man.
Can't even hear. There you
I'm
go.
back. Sorry, I had to deal. I had Canadian football raid to deal with, and then I knocked out the internet by accident, so I had to reboot the router, and now I had to switch to here. So my dad's watching. My dad's got the
is he
game up
watching
on
the
the
game?
thing on the
He's got
TSN.
the
They're
game?
here,
Okay, awesome. Now you gotta take care. Hey, family first. You gotta take care of your dad.
and I got food ordering.
All right. This
And-
part of the
and-
show.
and-
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say this part of the show may go quick. It may go for another 40 minutes. I don't know. But
Well,
what I'm going to do is put the link in the chat, and we're going to give it 10 or so minutes. See if anybody that is in the chat. You don't have to be on camera. You can just do your microphone if you'd like to pop in and tell us one of your most cherished Christmas stories. I think that would be fantastic. If you would like to, the link is in the chat.
John Scar is trying to get on here.
Oh, where is he?
I think he had to reboot.
Bro, let me know when you want me to do my show and tell.
Okay, yeah, actually, let's go ahead and do that now. I put the link in the chat, and we'll watch you and see if anybody jumps in.
All right, guys, check this out. First of all, I want to say this. You guys was laughing about who was that? Was it Jeff that said? Yeah, it was Jeff that said they will put old family members' names on a Christmas present. So you guys laughing. I was like, well, my daughter, she's 15, but her mom passed away a little less than 2 years ago. And so this year, I was gonna buy her. Well, I did already. Make sure she ain't home listening. So I bought her a really expensive gift, and I was gonna put her mom, from mom, because it's from Social Security that she's getting until she graduates high school. So when you guys was all like, "What, a zombie?" I was like, "Damn, is she gonna look at the gift and be like, what?" But now I know it's gonna be a good gift. But I just was listening to you guys, and I was just like,
Well,
That's
no, he
sweet.
was
Having
naming,
it
he
from,
was
like,
naming off
some
a
distant,
bunch of relatives,
like,
though, man.
Yeah,
That was creepy.
great aunt,
You
somebody
know,
is different.
uncle,
than...
aunt, great grandma, great grandpa. I'm like,
your aunt that died 20 years ago.
yeah.
All right. Anyway, guys, so check this out. Reason why I want to do this, because last time I was on a show, which was August 8th, I wanted to show you guys my creme de la creme of epicness. And so I figured since I'm going to be on the show again, I would actually pull it down, make sure I found it, and I could show everybody. So for this, I'm going to actually have to kill my background, and you guys are going to be able to see. So let me do this. Let you guys be able to see. Maybe that's good enough.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's good enough. All right. Check this out, guys. You ready? Guys, I'll show you the box first. All right, hold on. I gotta change my
Don't pull your leg again. You're gonna have a leg muscle go out again.
Everybody don't know what that's from. Guys, you see this size box?
Whoa!
You see a foot sticking out?
Oh yeah.
I'm about to show it. Guys, this box is filled with G1 Transformers.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
Wow.
Hold up. This was Metroplex was who he went against. This
Right.
is damn, what is his name again?
It wasn't Galvatron, was it?
No. This is Decepticon City. That was like a dinosaur.
Omega?
No, Mega Supreme was the Autobots base.
That's right.
It'll come back to me. I'm a big fan. Guys, check this out. You ready for this?
Oh yeah.
Megatron in the box.
Oh, the pistol.
Wow.
You
That
can't
is
even.
huge.
I don't even think you can get that anymore. Like they don't. That looks like a real gun. They don't do that no more.
That is the original box, folks. I remember
Wow.
that because it had the scan on the back
Yeah.
as they showed their powers
Man,
and stuff.
Cowboy, what kind of kid were you to not open your toys, man?
Well, the box
It looked like he chewed on the box.
Looks
He
like your
murdered
dog
it.
got him. Peed and pooped on him.
Soundwave.
Oh wow, Soundwave.
Wow.
Nice.
Remember this stuff, Ray? These
Yeah,
are-
with the
show you
tape
power
deck.
levels.
The tape deck. Yep.
Man, Cowboy's impressing me, man.
All right, hold on. You ready? Optimus.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
Oh, that's
Ooh, that's the original Optimus.
Yes, G1. All of these are
Nice.
G1s.
Wow.
All right, so guys,
Transformer.
Ultramagnus.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Let me try to pull out some
No,
of the
it was
guys.
awesome.
I'm just filled. I mean, I could go on and on.
Okay,
I got
well,
about
Anthony,
50 in here.
before you go on and on, we had some people from the chat that wanted to jump in and share their Christmas
do it.
memories. So
Do it.
so wrap it. Nope, just keep going and wrap it up real quick, unless
Okay,
you're pulling
real
more
quick.
stuff.
So I want to pull out. I mean, I got them all. Ray, I know this had to be a dude, Blaster.
Oh yeah,
That was
The
my
robot.
dude. That was my dude.
All right, are you ready? Rodimus Prime.
Oh my God! It's Hot
Yeah,
Rod.
Miss Prime?
That was Hot Rod.
Hot Rod.
Oh,
Nice.
One of the Sharkticons.
I remember the Chakra Cons.
Remember when Galvatron first came out? So he had these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Was the
Yeah.
Insecticons? So they got transformed into the sweeps.
Awesome.
Real quick. Astro Train. We all know who Astro Train.
Yeah, that was a triple changer. That was a triple changer.
Yep. And I got a
Man,
bunch more,
you
but
guys
I
are
wanted
on
to
your
bring this
collectible
out.
toys, boy.
Bro, he's got some money right there because they all look pretty
and
good
you know what?
condition.
My son said, "Oh, you should let me have it when I get older. I give it to my kids." I was like, "Oh, cool." Then my buddy said, "Bro, use that for your retirement. Wait till you're like 65 and sell them." I said,
Anthony,
hell yeah.
you ain't selling that shit. You're gonna be buried in your casket with it. Your arms wrapped
No,
around it.
I'm gonna sell it, but you could take me off now. But I want to show that on your show.
Well, hey, thank you because I'm a huge Transformer. I love the Transformers.
Yeah,
When I
that was an
Grimlock,
absolute
right?
Yeah.
fantastic
Me,
share, Cowboy.
Grimlock.
All right, we're gonna bring in none other than Daddy G Million. What's up,
Oh
G Million?
man.
No,
What
don't
up?
bring
Can
him
you
in
guys
here.
hear me?
Don't bring
Yes.
him in here, dude.
He said, "Don't."
Well,
bring
I'm
him in."
glad to hear that Anthony or Andrew, whatever his name is, the big tranny.
Yeah.
What?
But
I think he called you a tranny.
That's all good. I'm your dad too.
Anyway, what's your Christmas story, G Million?
this is when I was a kid, when I was pooping in my diaper.
Whoa!
At 10 years old.
See, I told you not to bring him on here.
Okay, you're 10 years old. Your diaper, or wait, 10. Okay, your diaper's full, and it's Christmas. What's up?
It's when my mom bought me an N64, or me and all my brothers, N64 with 3 games.
What 3 games?
GoldenEye, San Francisco Rush, and Mario Kart.
Nice.
Yeah, those are awesome, man.
Then we all got different color controllers. We got we got the gray one that came with the system, a green one, and a blue one.
And a blue one. Nice.
Yeah.
Man. GoldenEye was a fantastic game to get for the 64. I think they sold a lot of those with them systems.
Yep. I still have my copy of GoldenEye.
Oh man.
Oh, that's fantastic. Uh-oh. We've got Mrs. SPG that wants to jump in and tell us a story. Here we go. Hello, Sierra.
How you doing, Sierra?
What's up?
Hey.
First of all, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
So I have 2 stories I would like to share with you, if that's all right, real quick.
Go ahead.
The first one is back when I got a PS2, actually. And this was back like right after they had made they went from the fat PS2s to the slim. And all of my siblings and I got a PS2 and one of those cool like TV VCR combos to play them on. That was pretty cool. But my dad had made the comment one year about how, because I come from a big family, there's 5 of us kids. So my parents, for the sake of trying to be fair, got everybody the same thing. So like if one kid opened a present, like they kind of all knew what they were getting if it was a big thing, you know? So they had to get creative with wrapping.
Gotcha.
And then the second one is when I was in the 2nd grade around Christmas time, I was picked.
Yeah.
Which you would go to the local news station and you'd do the weather and, you know, you'd have your own little segment and there'd be like a gift certificate and a little plaque and everything. But I was on during Christmas time.
Yeah.
And I ended up singing kind of on TV. And instead of "Here Comes Santa Claus, Here Comes Santa Claus," I switched it up to "Here Comes Wedding."
Whoa, you got a motorcycle.
Yeah, sorry, I'm walking my dog before I go to work.
Oh, no problem.
But yeah, it was just kind of fun to go and do that on the news and like, you know. So Jeff isn't the only one on the panel now that's been on TV.
Right on. Well, thank you for joining us for a minute, Sierra. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to thank all of the guests. It's been awesome to see you come back. The first season was awesome, and I can't wait to see what the future brings. So thank you all, and I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas.
See you playing Wreckfest.
Yeah, I got pro now, so
Yeah, awesome.
no more past the controller style. I can actually play for myself. I mean, I suck at video gaming, but I'll try.
Hey, you pegged Ryzak, and everybody Google pegged. Okay.
Ray, don't worry, Sierra. Sierra, don't worry. Ray sucks too, and he still plays. So don't worry about.
Yeah, we all know he sucks.
When I first started like getting introduced to video games, it was like PS and Xbox, and like, you know, in those chat rooms, like people were straight up like rude and mean, and like, so I was like, if I go in there and I can't play, they're gonna like eat me alive. So I just never did. It's nice to find a community that isn't like that.
No,
So-
absolutely.
No, we love you.
Well, thank you guys. Merry Christmas. I'm gonna get back to the chat.
All right,
Take care. Bye-bye.
Well,
right. Nope, was somebody saying something?
Yeah, I'm about to head on out because I'm about to head on out of here because I gotta
All
get
right,
this.
CMG.
I gotta get this video. Because I just made a video right before I came in here. I just made a video and it's gonna be a good. I think I'm gonna
check out Cherry Man's videos. Man,
Yeah.
they're amazing.
Yeah,
I think I'm really gonna get hate again. But, you know,
Well, hey, you take the love right along with the
I
hate,
really
man.
went
It means
off
you're
it
doing it
'cause
right.
Because yeah.
Anyway, let everybody know where they can find you and what you're up to, man, besides your latest video. And thank you for making the time to come on.
Oh
man. It's
yeah,
always a pleasure.
absolutely, man. Yeah, you can find me right here. That's abbreviated CMG, but you can find me right here on Cherry Man. I just subscribed to Miss Tracy right there.
Awesome.
I just subscribed to Miss Tracy. You find me on Cherry Man Gaming, so you'll know who I am, Cherry Man Gaming. You'll find me on Instagram, Cherryman85, TikTok, Cherryman85. You'll find me on, of course, Twitter, Cherry Man Gaming. So hey, I just gotta, that's all. And I just thank y'all for inviting me. I thank y'all all. I hope you guys all enjoy your holidays. Hope everybody, I can't wait to see what Rachel Rewind. Rachel Rewind is becoming big, man. I can see it already. It's becoming big within this year. It's already, it's
a lot
really
of fun.
growing. It's really growing, and but I hope y'all stay tuned for my next. I have another video coming. Just stay tuned because it's about staying.
Are you putting it up today?
I'm gonna be working on it right after I get off here. I got to do the editing and all that stuff, and it's gonna be.
Hey, well, that I have subscribed and that bell is ticked, so I'll be waiting for it, man.
Yeah.
Chariot, quick question.
Yes.
Are you going to do dancing videos on TikTok or what?
So you said what? Say that again.
Are you going to do dancing videos on TikTok?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Then I'm not subscribing. I'm sorry. I want to see you dance, bro.
Hey, Essex, I see you
Hey,
in the
that's
chat,
fine.
man. Thank you for making the time and being a guest. You were a fantastic guest too. Sorry we couldn't get the timing right to have you on today, man, but I appreciate you, sir. That's
I'll do
amazing.
some funny videos. I'll do some funny videos. That's what I'll do.
Whoa, furry videos.
Funny.
Oh.
I heard furry.
Yeah,
I said funny videos.
G-Mill
videos. You know, like I've been doing.
Furry.
Yeah, you in a teddy bear outfit. Now that is viral
material.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I hope you guys have enjoy your day. Enjoy your day.
Take care, man.
Absolutely.
Take
Thank
care,
you, Cherry man.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, man.
Hey, you too. All right, Pete.
Later.
Awesome, man. Today was awesome, man. I had so much fun with all of you, and thank you for the chat to G Million and for Sierra to jump in and share those stories. That's really what this season was meant to be, was to have guests on, to get to know their personal stories, and to have the chat communicate and us learn more about you. So I really appreciate all of you guys that have participated in the chat and came to view Retro Rewind. Season 1 has been a lot of fun, and that's pretty much all I got to say about it. Ray, do you have anything to say before we jump off?
Just I want to thank you, man. This was your vision. You came to me with it. You came to Cowboy with it, and Vet, Inspector, and you stuck to your guns and you did it. And man, I appreciate you. This has been an amazing blast, a wonderful season. Everybody talks about stuff that's toxic. It's good to watch a show that's good and wholesome, and having friends and people gather and talk about their past. And we all grew up playing video games and watching retro movies and stuff like that. So I'm just honored to be a part of the show with you and Jeff, and shout out to Blake and shout out to Ryzak, our past hosts. They've done a wonderful job. And then once again, thank all the guests. Thank you for sharing all your wonderful stories. I can't wait for season 2. And we got people in our DMs and also in my DMs asking to come back for season 2. So looking forward. So, but thank you, and thank you to the guests today, and happy holidays, and be safe, guys.
Yeah, thank you to the guests for sure.
Yep.
And thank you, Miss Tracy, for making the time to join us again. It's always a pleasure to have you on.
I love this.
And
go ahead.
I want to say this, man. This is part of the history of this show. You came to me long time ago and said, "Hey, I want to do a retro show," and for the Stadia Bash Community Network. And I was the ball buster, right? I was the guy like, "Bro, does it have anything to do with Stadia?" Like, no, it's a retro show. I said, then we can't do it on there. He said, yeah, but the popularity of the network, it will be cool to be able to launch it, and people have other stories that has nothing to do with cloud game. And I said, no, man, we can't have it on there. So then Ray came to me and said, dude, Will got a great idea. Like, you can't be so rigid. I said, no, man, it gotta listen. We could start it off talking about Stadia, and then the loophole is then you go on the retro. And Will said, no, man, I got to do it my way. So I just want to say that you did it bigger and better. You didn't cheapen yourself. You didn't go with my ideal and lesser what the show could be. And it's just a beautiful thing of what the show is. That retro arena, just the symbol itself is awesome. It's epic. You got the double R's backwards. It's almost like time is reversing itself to retro. The retro at the top, rewind at the bottom. And I just want to say, man, you're I told you this behind scenes, but man, you're a great person. It was no secret that when we was doing the top streamer, you was like the top streamer for 3 months in a row. Will, you're just an awesome person. You helped me out today. You came on one of my shows and became the ref for us. And I just want to say, man, this success is awesome because you stuck to your guns, you had a vision, and you went with your vision. And so this is better than what I even imagined when you was trying to explain it to me. And I'm just glad you didn't listen to me. And you said, no, man, this got to be my thing. This got to be the way I want it. So
here's the thing, Cowboy. Haters are gonna hate, and you just find a way, brother. That's how it works.
That's it. Yeah, and I want to commend you for that. But I also want to say, Ray said it's good to have a thing that's not toxic, and it is true. Now, if you want to see toxic, come see me and
go see the Opinionators.
Opinionators. Then you know get a little toxic, but nah, Pro, you're awesome, man. You're an awesome friend as well. We have many good moments together, chatting, talking behind the scenes, on camera, and you deserve the success. To see so many people want to be a part of this, it's awesome, man.
Right on. Hey, before we go, we got another special guest. He didn't make it to season 1. He will be on season 2 if I have anything to say about it. Holtz!
Oh, do you know, I've just been scramming my dinner going, God, I need to get on to tell these stories because I've been listening. I've been loving everyone else's stories.
You should be in bed, Holtz.
No. It's the only time I can speak to you beautiful people this late, so I make sure I stay up. But my Christmas memories was my parents used to always wrap Christmas gifts like last minute. And in our house, we used to have stairs that creak. So if you used to come down to spy, they used to always get to bed. So when I was a kid, what I used to do was when they used to go upstairs and go to sleep, like 3 o'clock in the morning, I used to jump out the window, scale down the extension, open the back door so they couldn't hear me, then go, Santa's been. And then my parents only had like 5 minutes sleep, and they'd be like, oh, how did he get downstairs? So I was like a ninja trying to get down to get my. God
Sounds like a Mission
parents.
Impossible episode.
Yeah, it was dun 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 and dun dun. And then one Christmas, because I was in pajamas one day, he was smart and he locked the back door. So I had to climb back up. So it was harder being young climbing back up than it actually was shimmering down the drain pipe.
Oh, that's funny. I remember one time, all us kids, we woke up super early. My parents wrapped at the last minute, so they probably had 2 hours sleep. And they come downstairs and we're fighting in our underwear in front of the Christmas tree about who's going to get what present first. And my dad bear hugged all 3 of us, threw us outside in the snow in our underwear, and we stopped fighting and had to work together to try to get back in the house.
I was one of them kids where you didn't have to throw me out in my underwear to go to the snow. If it snowed, I was running off with one odd sock, pair of boxies. Hey, it's snowing. So it's always good having this bit of fun. So.
Oh, that's fantastic, Holtz. Thank you for jumping in at the last second. Christmas movie, real quick before we go.
See, I'm always like around about that time of season. I'm like Nightmare Before Christmas. That's one of my movies. And one that I used to watch as well was Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yes,
I know it's not a Christmas movie, but it always looking back, it was always Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Night Before Christmas, and it was Home Alone. They were all the movies because even still to this day, the scene with the spider.
On the guy's face?
Yeah, I'm 35 and I still laugh and people go, haven't you grown up? I'm like, no, I'll rewind that, press play again. Just seeing Marv, and I love the Home Alone. So
I just like seeing all the abuse they take is just funny.
But when I was a kid, I used to look like him with the knitted jumper and the little fringe and stuff like that. So I never got left home alone. I always wanted to because back then I remember thinking to myself, I wish I had money to go to shop and buy my own my own groceries and run the house, but it never happened.
That's fantastic, man. Jeff, is there anything you would like to share with us before we jump off, sir? You're the only one that hasn't commented.
Jeff, wake up.
I guess Jeff is sleeping. Oh, he's got a finger up.
I'm trying to find out where is my Uber. Where's my dinner? Where's my dinner?
What about Miss Tracy?
Yes, we're gonna have her.
There we go. I was trying to unmute. Sorry, no, I don't know. The Uber app is screwed up. I can't find my order. I don't know where my Uber is. No, I just want to echo everything Ray said. This was great. SPG, thanks for having me on as a host and letting me do my this week in retro gaming. I know we didn't do it this week, but we just had too much going on. I knew we wouldn't have time to fit it in. So everything Ray said.
I've got 10 Christmas NES games we were going to look at, and we had a whole bunch of stuff to do, but we didn't get to any of it. Go ahead, Jeff.
Next year.
No. Yeah, next year. That's okay. So I've already got the schedule. I've got the dates all lined up for next year. So we'll start sending out invites for, people like Steven, first timers, and then get our repeat guests on too.
Exactly.
Absolutely. The only one person that was going to join us for a few moments that we would have loved to have heard his Christmas stories is John Scar.
He was trying.
Yeah, he was trying. I believe he had technical difficulties. And of course, we were going to have Sunny Cloud Gaming on. But sadly, he was stuck in Utah, and we couldn't make it work. But season 2, let's do it.
And congratulations for John. He did get the Cloudywick Games Streamer of the Year. So shout out to John Scar for that, and all the winners and nominees. Congratulations.
Yes, and also shout out to Sunny for getting a clean bill of health again.
Yes.
He had a scare recently, so that is fantastic that he's doing well. Ms. Tracy, we're going to leave it with you. Where can people find you? What are you going to be up to? And thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you for having me anytime. I love what you've done here, so I appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you very much. I am on YouTube, but you can find me more often live streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ms. Tracy. My name's there on the screen. Also, MsTracy.com has all my links. It's a lot easier just to tell you that one than sit here and list them all for you. I stream multiple games. I do a lot of Fallout, Ark, Halo. We play with other people. If you guys want to join us for anything, I play on all 3 systems. I even play on the Switch too, but I haven't really hooked that up for streaming yet. But, you know, I'm open to playing new games. I don't play as much retro stuff because I don't know how to stream that, but I play a lot of stuff, a little too much sometimes. Doing the Fallout for Hope right now. We're raising money for St. Jude. We were talking about that earlier. Super psyched. We're about to hit $100,000 again, and that's just awesome.
Awesome.
That is awesome. Thank you for your charity work. And you've been a fantastic guest. And I just want to say it again. I appreciate you coming back on.
Well, I really appreciate you guys having me, and I hope to be back again. This is a lot of fun.
Absolutely. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do the outro, guys. Thank you so much for participating in the chat and for viewing Retro Rewind episode 16 finale. It has been a wonderful year. There's a pandemic going on out there, so take care of yourself and be good to one another. Have a great day, guys.
I'll be on mini vids with Anthony's mama folks later on.
Woo!